ho, ho! And welcome back to Dungeon Delve. I mean, I was trying something there.
I like that stuff. Go with that one.
This episode's probably not going to go up anywhere near Christmas.
If anyone can put, I know. If anyone can put like a beard on me, that'd be great. Everyone, welcome back to Dungeon Delvers, the channel geeky people who delve deep into the realms of Dungeons and Dragons. Woo! I'm back with the Rhyme of the Cross Maiden campaign on Dungeon Delvers. We've all got our Christmas jumpers on. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I'm Chewbacca.
Except for Ollie.
Chewbacca.
You didn't get the memo. You didn't get the memo.
I don't have a jumper.
We didn't CC him in the email, so he knows.
I can be festive as Chewbacca.
It's fine.
I got this at Christmas.
Do you know what, Ollie?
They do have a Star Wars Christmas.
Do you know what? Chewbacca's great.
It's Life Day, guys. It's Life Day.
Chewbacca's great. Shall we?
Do you know what? I wish Chew a Merry Christmas. How's that? Let's turn it into Oh, I should be earning lots of money from something else. Right, cool. Has everyone got an announcement? I mean, the announcement is that it's Christmas here, but by the time this is released, it's probably going to be the new year, so happy 2022, maybe? I don't know. It's probably going to be next year. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's cool. It's fine. It's all going to be out on Tube Review, but that's great. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. If you don't, then don't. If you do, then do. Helps us out. Gives us some sort of good stuff, and yeah. We've got this far. We're on episode 40-something. No idea where we're at, but that's still fine.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. And we'll come and refresh back in the new year, possibly, Oh yeah, another announcement. DM Fraser's forgot to put everyone to level 8. So we are level 8, just say level 7, but we are level 8. Just remember that, just for those lore keepers out there that are like, you told me you leveled up, but we did. So everyone looks a bit beefier and stronger, except for weak little Jackal with his stick legs, as he has still got -4 strength or whatever. Was it minus? What's your minus strength at the moment, Jackal?
We're at 6 and Garen.
Woo! That's like nearly flying over from a slight gust. Like
He's been flying me as a kite on that week.
Literally. I hope you don't find a drain because you may fall down it. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody clearly skipped leg day.
Literally. Leg, arm, wrist, torso. I mean, all those days. All those days in between. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. It's good to have you. I will do a quick recap of it, unless anyone's got any announcements, which I don't think they have. No, all good. Cool. Right. Let's dive back into the last episode of... I haven't done that in a while. Let's do that one. Let's end the year. Last episode of... Icewind, Rhyme of the Frostmaiden, and Dungeon Delve. I don't know what to say that bit. Anyway.
The German came in.
Yeah, I mean, I knew Jackal would join in. Anyway. So, on the last episode of Dungeon Delvers, after arriving at the gates of Targos, the party decide the best course of action for entering this ethereal, smoked, luminescent town that they once knew. But after 3 troubling skirmishes, each has come with some significant difficulty or loss. Finally come to a rumoured source of disturbance and the dark power currently taking over the Dale. As Jackal ascends through a primed shot through one of the arrow slits in the tower keep, he finds the lever to unlock the gate. But at the same time, a troubled soul creeps inside, haunted and possessed by some dark magic, welcomes the party and asks about a missing girl. After they're carefully making their way toward the source of the power through the stone-like forms of humanoids that look like they were in the last moments of distress, make their way towards a maelstrom of tornado-like arcana ability in the sky, just filling the air as you find the source where it's coming from. An old, broken temple of the Morning Lord, or now the ruins at least. Carefully making your way to the gates, all enter one by one as a garish female figure dressed in spiked leather armor, wielding a whip made of chains, makes their announcements, but after drawing tired of conversation, introduces the party to her pet 12-foot python, giant in form, which trails its way in to this old temple that is now covered in ice, snow, and cold, garish atmosphere. I just open up to the party. You find yourself within this area. It becomes very apparent that the person in front of you has turned from curious to some sort of anguish, anger, confusion, possibly feeling a little bit frustrated as she introduces you to her pet python, essentially. This ginormous, huge in form, almost, well, bigger than Sentry, but almost the size of the other end, the back end of this temple, as the snake caresses around this throne, and you see the female figure just elegantly glancing off and touching the head of this snake, as you can see her palm doesn't even cover half of the underbelly of this head, and just looks at you and says, "Well, we best start this party, I believe. Have any of you ever got any last words before we make arrangements?" She looks at all of you individually, giving you this kind of death stare. Very eerie, but at the same time, she's enjoying it. You can tell in the face that she's got a very laid-back expression.
Saya keeps, because he had his sword pointed at them at the end of the last one. He says, "I don't know, do you?"
I'm going to whisper shortly after. "Stay close here. Closer you are, the better you'll be." And I'll look back at the others and give like a little nod of confirmation and readiness.
Okay.
If I get any
Just
or anything.
Just for my confirmation in terms of where we're at. Kane, the body that you left, where is it at the moment? Just remind me.
It's in one of the buildings near the front of the
start,
gate,
isn't it?
and
Yeah.
he's wrapped up in rope and a rug. Currently nicely sat in the corner of a room.
Didn't put that in the intro, but that's where Kane is. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, you do see, as soon as you ask that question, Saya, she looks very curiously at you, and the snake's head kind of caressing around, looking at all of you. This very gentle sway then just snaps in your direction. And she doesn't really answer, she just kind of chuckles and goes, "Hungry, are we?" I would like everybody in a second to roll initiative. As I need to put on the... Wait for it.
I can see it.
I haven't cleared it. There you go. Right.
Yeah.
Everyone can now roll initiative, please.
Please, you need to put me onto the right map. I'm still on the one outside. Targos.
Targos just still stuck outside, like, guys, let me in,
There
please,
we
guys.
go.
My
Guys,
personal
come
city.
outside.
Oh fuck. What am I?
So whereabouts are you, Targa? I mean, we left you just coming through the doors. I mean, it's up to you whether you can walk in if you wish, or you can stay back.
Yeah, I'll walk in.
Okay. So far you're all in the chamber. I'm going to roll initiative myself.
You got some more banging tunes lined up, Fraser.
Oh, yes.
That better be Halo music.
Always. When have you known me never to you know, to deliver?
So as we roll initiative as well, both Saya and Sentry will feel a arcane presence around as you are in my aura. So my aura will be out, and I've put like a ring around my character so you can see where 10 feet is around me from my aura.
Has this got any kind of visual description? Do you want to describe it for us before we go into it?
No, it's just a feeling. It's just like an energizing feeling of quickness, and your mind is... You're picking up things... everything's just a little bit quicker, and your mind's a lot more aware. Just only slightly. But you feel like an arcane presence. But it's nothing visual. It's all feeling, and it's a good feeling. It's
Good.
nothing negative.
So you all fear this. You will all fear this feeling, yes. Especially, obviously, you, Saya, and Sentry. The rest of you don't. Got one more to roll.
Yes.
Right, has everybody rolled initiative? I believe they have.
I have.
Yes.
No, I am not on the right
Yeah.
map.
You're not on the what, sorry? Oh, you're not on
Right
the
map.
map. Can you see the map? Sorry.
I'm looking at the one out where we're outside Targos.
Ah, remember, because you wasn't here. Bear with me.
You
You weren't here, man. You weren't there. Okay, there you go.
Did the snake get the same as me? If so, what said Dex?
I'm just going to run through it, so...
Probably them first, but
Let's have a quick checky
just
room.
curious.
Yes, they did roll the same, but we'll get to that in a minute, when it's
Cool.
your turn.
Because
Who knows, you might die before then, so... right, I just got one
Nice.
thing to roll down.
Nice one, Targo.
Rather tasty.
I've got 23.18 though.
I mean, this is going to go well. Right, okay, so, top of the round.
Running.
As you see the area now in which you're in, just to kind of go through it a bit more and to just describe what you do see. You see in front of you is a long church-like effect, like a temple. The pews of which where the seating arrangements would be is now ice, with a layer of thick ice over the top, which you do see underneath the remains of this, whatever it was still underneath, probably ruined from whatever battle or whatever's happened here in terms of this cataclysm of events. But you do see this long, short runway of snow and rock towards this throne effect of where this person is sitting and caressing around. You do see this snake in the distance. Top of the round, you do see all of this happening. Saya, you're up. What would you like to do?
He, as he has his sword out, he kind of like smirks at her response, sheaths his sword, and starts to transform into Wolf Sayer.
Sounds good.
So
See those body, your body starts to
that.
crack and snap, and you see obviously your form change. As you do this, you do not see any disdain in her voice or any disdain in her body language. You don't see a shift or twitch. She looks very confident at this point.
Cool.
Just so you know, guys,
And-
by the way, I haven't lined up the squares. Sorry about that again. Luke, you're probably going to kill me, but just make sure that you you line it up. You're used to it. It's fine. Go for it.
And he will look back at Sentry waiting for him because he feels like it'll be best if both of them go at the same time, and he's just going to take the dodge action for now.
Okay, dodge action you can take, no problem at all. Very strategic first move. So, next up, would you like to do anything else, or is that it? For this
No,
one?
that's it.
Cool.
That's it.
The auras go. As what will she do? You do see Laura with her staff. It's kind of glowing at the moment, and she does look ready for the fight. And she is looking around at everyone to see what everyone's reaction is and to see what's going to happen.
I'm going to keep my door open actually. There's no night in it.
Okay, you see Liara just point her staff directly towards the throne, and she looks towards you, Jacqueline, and goes, "Make sure this fight is quick. I do not trust her. She looks very powerful."
Jackal will look back and say in a confident voice, "With you by our side, lady, I'm sure it will be."
She kind of snuffles and looks back at you and goes, "Shows what the son of Vendilion can really do." Hmm? And then
Jackal gives a nod.
she ends her turn almost, just at this very straight posture and stance.
This is prep phase.
Phase. It absolutely is. Why not? Next up is the figures go.
I got 20, but for some reason I'm down at the bottom.
Oh, you must have not put you in the order. You will be next then if you're 20. Let me put you in the order. Okay. Yeah, Targo, you're up.
Nice.
Next is the figures go.
So, everybody within 30 feet of me. Yes.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Everybody.
I am going to cast Bless at 3rd level, so that will get Sayer, Sentry, Ghost, Jackal, and I've forgotten her name, but the elf that's with us.
Leon. Yeah.
That's the one. Yes.
So we put on
Pay to get it.
I haven't got a high enough level to get Athena in it.
How dare you? Racist.
Very
So
nice.
we add 1d4 to our attack modifier.
So it's 1d4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Nice.
Okay,
Oh.
brilliant. Good to know.
So,
Let's
one
mark
minute.
those off. So, who is it? Who's everyone? Sorry, who's blessed?
Everyone but Athena, I think.
Everyone but
Yeah.
Athena. Okay, can I, I'll put a blue dot on.
And myself, so it'd be Sayer, Sentry, Ghost, Jackal, and Liara.
Sayer, Sentry, Ghost, Jackal, and Liara.
Yes.
Okay. Put a blue dot on all of them, so I know.
Oh.
Very nice.
Amazing. Good,
Lurks is so
Uh,
good.
Is this your turn?
Yeah, that'll be the end of my
Sure.
go.
Okay.
It's prep phase, baby.
Okay. So, it is the figures go. And what I will say at the start of this turn, you do see her momentarily just look towards you and go, I guess we're doing this then. And she stands up and you see her whip and it changes into, you see it kind of metamorphosize into this kind of dagger effect as the whip itself kind of goes ding, 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 and comes in on itself and turns into a blade.
Oh shit, she's Ivy.
She kind of puts it in back on us to her side, down, looking straight at you. And as a legendary action or a layer action, she's going to wisp her hand around, and the door is going to close with a giant slam. As you think you now have no way out. What I will say at this point as well, as she gets up, you see, ready for any sort of movement, you see Liara look towards, and you see a black blob of just this arcane energy just kind of hum at the end of a staff, and she kind of whips it around, very similar to some sort of slinger device, and goes straight towards the figure, and she's going to cast Blight.
Ooh.
Literally Ivy from Soul Calibur.
Pretty much. She's going to cast it at 4th level.
I love that kind of weapon, like a utility weapon that can transform it into something else. That shit is fucking
Yeah,
It's cool,
they're
isn't it? Yeah,
cool.
it's pretty
They're
cool.
that shit's my favorite.
So that's she needs to make a Constitution saving throw, so she'll do that.
Like everything from Ruby, basically.
It's 9, so the save is
Oh, she has to do a Constitution save.
yes, the save is 14.
Oh.
I believe. Let me just read it. With range strength, it's gonna make a Constitution saving throw. Yeah. So she'll make a con save. Let's change it to my better battle music. So I like this one instead.
Did she power up?
It does sum up the event. Do like it. Right. So she has rolled. Let's see if she makes it. Oh wow. She failed.
Nice.
So yeah, and why not? I'll tell you the damage. She unleashes this black spark of energy, and she looks towards you, Jackal, as she does it, and kind of this very intense slow-mo moment of her eyes just glaze straight towards the figure, and she kind of like it almost ricochets the staff as this black kind of arcane energy just fills this kind of like area and goes straight towards the figure, and it goes through her extremities, so through her nostrils and her eyes, and she kind of loses her breath and like tries to get up but stands on one knee and then stands straight back up again and kind of shakes it off, but she does take 37 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh, nice. Good first punch.
What a fucking idiot.
Jesus.
Good first punch.
And she looks back at you as the eyes kind of glow from black to back to a normal pupil colour with rage and anger. Yeah, that was
Shoot a
her.
Jackal.
Yeah, basically, like, yeah. I'm so much better than you.
Shooter!
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 Gets out Magnum.
And as she stands up, she's going to look very angrily back at Liara as this pain has just been inflicted straight into her. Let's just see what she's going to do.
Ooh.
What would she do? What would she do?
Boom, do-do-dum, boom, do-do-dum, boom.
Okay, at this point, she is going to look towards all of you and kind of like cross her hands in this kind of very ceremonial way, almost very Tai Chi, as she kind of, you see arcane energy come from her presence, from herself, as she kind of locks down a pose and position, and you see her body shift and change and almost morph, some should say polymorph, into a giant spider. As you see, just clawing her way around this area now with a snake. You guys now have 2 monsters to fight.
Wait, so where did her whip thing go then? Does she just not use it now?
For a spell like this, it normally goes within the spell, so it's technically within it. Yeah.
Sort of like wild shape.
Fair enough. I'm a defarmer. Where? No, I can't.
I'm going to put her large at the moment. I'm going to just grab a token for this. Give me a sec.
That's fine.
Ah, lovely.
Whack her enough to make her lose a con for it, then we can whack her as a wizard.
I walked out of my room. My parents just stared at me.
Oh, because you're in your Wookiee.
Yeah.
Let's use this one. So you see form go for now, and you see a giant spider just appear from the throne. Next up, Jackal, your turn.
Yackle.
Sweet. Okay, Jackal currently sort of behind, but to the rear of Athena. He is going to bonus action hide.
Okay. You can make a stealth check for that, please.
Thank you. Oh, 13.
You think you're hidden.
Oh, and Jackal will creep around behind over here. 5, 10. So we'll go 5, 10, 15. And we'll just go behind Sentry's legs, and then he'll pop up from behind Sentry's legs, and he is going to take a shot at the giant spider lady.
Okay, yeah, make an attack roll.
Sweet. I need to know if she is actually aware of me or not, so I can apply sneak attack or not.
Give me a sec. I'm just doing that as we speak, actually.
Thank you.
Bananas.
Just so you know, you look at the spider and this giant spider, and it's not like any sort of beast you've seen before. You're very attuned to animals within the wild, and you've seen large spiders, you've seen almost monster-like spiders, but this is very, very interesting in its entity. It's got almost these, like her armor, it reflects it. It's got spikes and jagged edges where the abdomen would be. Just bear with me. What was the save? Oh, sorry. Oh, she sees you.
It's not. It's just like a perception or whatever.
Okay,
to see if she sees me.
Let me just see what passive is. Where is it? At the moment, she doesn't see it.
No.
Doesn't see me. Nice.
She can see.
Sweet. Yeah. Then Jackal's going to pop out and he's going to take the shot at her, and he's going to do that with his new feature, sharpshooter.
Okay. Make the
Nice.
Make the roll.
Sweet. And just one more quick question because I need your ruling on it. Of course, humanoids, extra damage, blah blah blah. But of course, she's Well, I can only assume she's a humanoid, but she's currently in spider form, so what's your ruling on
It's
that?
interesting because she was a humanoid, and now she's used magic to turn into something else. So just describe why the effect is different. Is it because you know of the weaknesses for humans? For humanoids?
Yes.
I'm going to make you roll for this because it's a weird one. Realistically, I should say no because she's now a spider. Just roll it.
I'm happy with whatever your ruling is.
But I want to see how this goes anyway. So roll a d4. 1 and 2 is yes. 3 and 4 is no. Unfortunately, no. There you go.
Fucking natural 4.
Oh, that was great.
Right, okay, sweet. I'll make that roll then. So turn off that one, add this one, and
so apply that for the rest as well. So
will do. That's absolutely fine. Sharpshooter. 11 plus my D4. Fucking now I get a 1. 12 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Jackal takes a shot. He misses, and then he's going to move back 2 steps. That is the end of his turn. Not a very successful one.
Okay. Now it is a joint between Ghost and the Snake's turn. What is your dex for Ghost?
You're me.
0.
What?
0.
Oh, right. 10. Sorry, it's plus it, like nothing.
10. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was going to say your dex is nothing.
I'm dead.
Yeah. This snake goes first.
Okay, that's fine.
Snake goodbye.
I know. I just thought to try.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So you see kind of all this happen at once. You see the spider just turn into its form, and you see kind of walking around and almost making its way towards the walls. And the snake looks around and curls with its abdomen around this spider form and goes straight towards you with its movement speed of not that far.
Million feet per second.
It's the flash as a spider.
That would be quite awkward, wouldn't it? Bear with me.
Peggy. The snake just like penguin slides across the ground. Just like...
Oh, nice. So it's going to it's going to make its movement and action dash towards you guys. So it's going to and interestingly enough, so let's move there. That's his first movement, and then it's going to make its way, and you do see it now. Interestingly enough, kind of creep its way over, as you do see it start to go on the ice, and you expect the ice underneath to start cracking, but it doesn't.
Spreads its way. It's my snake.
Boy.
And you do see it just make this very solid kind of scrape as it makes its way towards you guys, and it is huge. This form is very intimidating for all of you. Probably not Sentry, but you get the idea.
Snake in his
You don't give a fuck.
Snake in his way. Ooh. Okay. That's actually going to end its go. Ghost, you're up.
Oh. I'm gonna look at Sentry and Saya and just say, shall I block ahead?
Be my guest.
Do
Are
what
you
must.
joining me?
Will be.
I shall.
She will nod and she will move and action dash
Okay.
over to da 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 da
Three
da.
amigos going in.
She will go 45 feet to block her halfway point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is ice on the side, right?
Yes, that's ice. It's a big, thick layer of ice.
Oh. And that'll be end of the other turn.
Okay. Everyone's running. Go! It's like a charge. Next up is Athena.
Yeah, boy. Athena's just gonna like stop and stare at this giant snake, being like the first huge animal kind of creature that she's ever seen.
Yes.
And she is going to sort of run over behind the corner of Sentry, and she will take the dodge action for now.
Okay, good to know.
Thank you very much. End of Athena's turn.
Okay, cool. Bear with me a second, guys. I'm just going to read something else because got a lot of moving cogs at the moment. Sentry, you are up, so just prep your turn. Just give me a sec.
Yeah.
Just tell us what you're going to do. I'll read while you're doing.
So I am going to rage firstly.
Okay. Just describe that how that looks in this frozen tundrad temple.
So all of the plates begin to move, shift. Steam begins to emanate out around him and billows out from the cloak from behind. As he'll begin to make his way forward, rushing towards the snake and the lady. Look there, and he'll have regardless of number of rotation. Cool. He will blow his heavy crossbow and shoot at the speeder. With that, make sure those are ticked for a natural 20.
Wow.
Okay, that's good.
Nice.
Oh no!
Not done with the deck.
Oh no!
Okay.
Christmas jumper starts to light.
Yeah.
The 9 also gets doubled, as I'll add the fire rune onto it as well. But I will shoot the bolt, which goes out and does 24 plus 18 plus another 18. 24 plus 2 plus 18 for 60.
Wow.
Okay, good. Nice to know.
Nice one.
Just describe how this happens. Just describe what happens right now.
Holy shit!
So the heavy crossbow will start forming out from his
Like the Transformers.
up and round, and he'll pull his two hands together, bringing together the two parts. The bolts that he's crafted and made, one of them will be ejected up onto the top, loading, pulling back, and firing out from his arms, which will fly straight past Ghost, your side, and will just land square, I suppose, into one of the spider's eyes, as the bolt in and of itself as well is spiraling. It's got all of the same energy that his sword usually emanates as well, the same blue energy. Heading on to the snake though, the fiery shackles are following through the ground, and are now starting to wrap up around the snake, if she can make a strength save.
Okay, the strength.
Not the snake, sorry, the spider.
Oh, you hit the spider.
Yes,
Oh.
the spider. Yeah.
Sorry, I've completely gone off track there. One sec. So the spider take. Blah, 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 blah. What was it to hit? Oh, natural 20. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And that's 60 damage. And it needs to make a strength save. Give me a sec.
Yes, please.
I love on an image. It has like a missing leg or something. Very aesthetic.
That is a 15.
She saves, so she's not restrained. But if it's polymorph, I don't know about the lady, but does she need to make a con save? Because if so, that's a DC 30.
Whoa.
Is it a DC 30?
Wow.
Shit.
Half the damage.
Because it is a concentration. Give me a sec. Let's just have a look.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Wait, you
I
do
think he
60
forgot.
damage, and then you can.
No.
The save is half of what it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you have to save. She has to make a very
Yeah.
high roll.
well, I doubt she's gonna do very much.
I don't know. She's pretty legendary. She might. I don't know.
Spooky spider.
Be able to get on
And then just for the rest of my turn, because I can't do any other action, my extra attack or anything, because of the loading property, swap back round to Dawnbreaker coming out.
Amazing. So you see this come back out.
Yep.
Brilliant. Great turn. As you see, you go straight into this damage to the spider, and you see it go straight into the side as some of the flesh comes off and splatters across the floor as well, across the snow, as it recoils back onto the throne. And as it does, and as the form goes back onto the throne, you see the legs start to quiver and shake and come back into each other as you see the female figure come back slumped in the position. You see the figure come back. Yeah, great turn as she turns back into her first form, not her final form.
We're here to play, boys. We're here to play.
Back into. And as she does, she has an incredibly angry face straight towards you. Laughs a little bit. You see a bit of blood come from her mouth as it obviously comes through. Wipes it off and looks at you and goes, "I see you want to play then." Okay.
Yep, that's my turn.
Great turn. Really good turn.
Help to go down.
So-
And I didn't with Dawnbreaker though, because that would be so much more. But it's reasonable. I could do
let's have a look.
Very good.
That's a very, very good turn. Just give me a sec.
I'm still breathing. I need to get
Whole
in close.
time you had no nat ones in those damage die.
I know. Look at that shit.
Insane.
Look at that
Very good.
shit.
Wow.
24, 18, 18, 24, 18, 18.
Oh, it's so much damage.
What? What?
I need to write these down. Give me a sec.
Fair and balanced. Let's go.
So
it.
ready.
Could have been another 10 added on, plus possibly 2 more d6s. Just saying. Just saying. Damn, I wish it was still. That would have been nice.
You just changed my plans, boy.
The exact same laugh.
Let's do.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, you see that come straight from this figure as the sword comes back out. You just see it kind of breathing a little bit heavier. Is that your go?
That is. Yep.
Okay, at the end of your turn, the snake is going to use one of its legendary actions. Sentry, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. I'm going to tell you what it is in a sec. Just bear with me.
Yeah.
You're blessed.
It's 15. Oh, sorry, Wisdom save.
Oh, wisdom. Okay,
See,
cool.
just on my aura. Because of how big the tree is.
Just out.
Well, he's just touching it though.
You're 15, unfortunately.
What's the range?
Damn. A wisdom save. Yeah,
Yes,
Fraser?
a Wisdom save, please, mate.
You
15.
should get your D4.
Yeah. So good. So that is 17.
Oh shit! Okay. So as you do this damage to essentially the master of this snake, you see the snake look back and kind of like look straight towards your eyes as you see the vampiric essence building up within this kind of like forehead of this kind of. You see this blood trickling down. It's like an effect almost of the skin as it's changing color to this red effect, and you see just blood red eyes come straight towards you as you are stunned for a second, but you manage to
Shake it
push through.
out.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you for the bless, Mr. Targo. Bless OP.
I'm literally going to have to keep flipping writing all this stuff. I've got so many cogs. Right, okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. How many's it got? Oof. Right.
Taking my turn, or is there anything else you need to do?
I'm just writing this down, dude. Give me a sec.
Okay. Just double checking.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Next up, Saya. You see all this happen. What do you do?
He will run up using his full movement speed. Oh my god, my roll 20 is lagging.
Go for it.
To get up next to Ghost. And he will put Rite of Flame on his claws.
Go for it, mate. Take that damage.
Oh, it's not great, but whatever. He'll just flames come out of his claws.
See it come straight out, yeah.
He will look at both the snake and the spider and say, "What's wrong? You're not going to get any closer." And then he's going to take the dodge action. You
just get like a very extended hiss, like the tongue just kind of vibrates in your direction.
Yep. He'll take the dodge action and he'll stay.
Yep, dodge action noted. Awesome. Is that your go?
Yay.
That's the top of the round. Back to Leara. So.
I'm going to reload my roll 20 real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's just see what Leara does while you do that.
George of the jungle. That's really what that drum beat sounded like.
It does actually, I agree.
Is that Brendan Fraser who plays them?
Say again.
Is that Brendan Fraser who plays George?
In the first one. No, it does, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, my roll 20 is just laggy for some reason. I don't know why. That's kind of annoying. That's quite annoying. Oh well.
Bear with me. She's just reading her spell book.
Jesus, Jamie.
I didn't let me plan, so it's all good.
Jamie's got a cold.
Oh. It's right, I got tissue in my ear, so we matching.
Hey, we matching. What about?
I got an ear infection.
Oh, lovely.
I know, it's great.
Ew.
Ew.
Also, since our last session, I realized how very mortal Saya is. And I've made a lot of. I know what class I'll be, but I'll send you a message after.
That's fine. That's fine.
Because it's not a traditional class. It might be a homebrew class. I don't know if that's okay.
We'll see. We'll talk about it after again. Right.
Yay.
Yeah.
So. Okay. So you do see Leara step a little bit towards. What's this thingy on this? It is pretty long. Range. Okay, cool. You see Leara kind of like basically this time move towards Athena, just to the left of her. She kind of like strokes under her chin, being the druid she is, with appreciation to this beast, and kind of goes, "Let's show them what we've got, eh?" And she slams the staff on the ground, and you just see Sentry and Ghost and Say, you see this coming from behind you, this kind of trailing inward and outward spirals of yellow energy, and you see it kind of enthrall up straight to this figure as it comes straight through the ground and grabs her arms as she's going to cast Earthbind.
Who's this to?
This is to the figure.
Oh.
The unknown name lady.
The
lady in black.
The lady. She must make a strength saving throw. Let's just see what that is. So it is a 8. 15. See what she gets. She rolled a 11. So she's failed again. Wow. Okay. So she is now classed as restrained.
Nice.
As you see this energy just coming from the ground, it's almost like latching her to the ground. It's like just these, almost kind of like the lasso from Wonder Woman, just like from the ground, just kind of like grabbing her wrists as she tries to move. She can't go anywhere. But that is going to be her go, as that is, I believe, a concentration. Yes.
Nice.
So you see her kind of like looking towards it, and you see her staff glowing that yellow colour as she's really focusing on this figure. Next up is Targo.
Right. DM, it has been brought to my attention, because we leveled up, my spell slots would have replenished. Is that right?
If you leveled up, yes, that's right.
Ha ha. So.
It's just things like debuff effects that don't go, curses and so on.
Still racist against Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
It is about to go down. So give me a second. I am going to do. If I cast a spell that's a bonus action spell, I can cast a cantrip as well, can't I?
2 spells, I believe. Theoretically, you're right. Just give me a sec.
From a certain point of view.
I think it's only selected few that you can do with a cantrip, as long as it's not concentration.
Yes, you can.
Happy days. How far am I from the figure? I can't quite see what my.
Oh, you're pretty far away. You are 135 feet away. It's a pretty long temple.
Right, well, I'm gonna move forward a bit. What's my movement? 30. Go over this way. This is all ice here, isn't it?
Yes, to the left and right you see thick blocks of ice. Not sure whether... I mean, you are quite knowledgeable about, obviously, ice and things like that. You obviously walked, trodden, and rode over this stuff. You know, some of it can be quite agile, and some of it can be quite weak. So, it's completely up to you whether you want to trust it or not.
Well, it's not difficult terrain for me, but if it's weak, I still don't want to risk it. I'm going to move. Actually, I don't want to be in a line in case she does something fancy. Yeah, I'm going to move 30 feet onto the ice. So to there.
Okay, so you're moving onto the ice. Can I just have your weight, please?
FYI, he keeps all of his dogs in his pocket as well.
Obviously.
150 pounds.
150 pounds. Give me a sec.
Just have to convert that.
This is where I fall through the ice, drown, and I'm dead. Goodbye, guys.
I mean, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
That's the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. On the Mets. Come on, the Mets.
The Iceman falls through the ice. You have become
Iceman Hoff.
Yeah.
Penny. Penny's in my room. Yeah, I remember them Doge.
Out of my room, Doge.
Dog, made me look bad.
Doge.
Might get some chili.
Some chili, because you are cold.
Wow.
Man.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe.
Yep.
So it's not classed as difficult terrain for you. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as difficult terrain for you, I believe. Okay, so it's not classed as diffic But it is technically. That's fine. I had my sheet with ice all this time, and I do not know where it's gone. Bear with me a second.
Oh, good.
Okay, so just make a quick perception check while you're on there for me. This is a DC 10.
26.
26. You can see that this ice is strong enough to carry your weight.
Happy
As
day.
you stand on it, and you immediately think to yourself, what happens if this does crack? And you stand on it and you go, no, that's fine. And you aren't constrained by the slippery surface either. You walk on it and glide across it like a gracious gazelle.
I like it. Right, how far am I from the figure now?
So from the figure, you are 100 feet exactly.
Feet, happy days. This might not work. But I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at her at 2nd level.
Nice.
Okay.
Range of 120 feet.
Nice.
You got advantage if you drain, right?
Do I have advantage?
If it is a... Let's just have a look at constraint. So many things.
So many things.
Is this an attack roll?
Yes.
Or is it a saving throw? You get advantage.
Happy days.
Oh,
So still 18.
Still 18. That hits.
That
nice.
Great. 11 radiant damage.
Amazing. Radiant damage. Nice. Just describe to us how that looks, just out of Targo.
So yeah, as it sort of comes from from his wrist, out of the gauntlet that he's got on his wrist, the blue gem glows, and a blue blast of radiant damage in the sort of shape of a ball flies out and goes straight at the target.
Very similar to a chi blast out of Dragon Ball Z. You see, just come a little bit of dust and ice kind of stop on its trail as it makes a direct impact. And you see her kind of like block it with her wrist that's been restrained, but tries to block out the way, but then gets shoved back with this pain. Yeah.
On a 5d6, I rolled 3 natural ones.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's
That's really bad. Unlucky, man.
That will be the end of my go.
How can she block it with her wrist if she's a spider? Do spiders have wrists?
She's not a spider anymore.
no more.
Oh, she not? Oh.
Have you been listening?
No,
The
I
anatomy,
told you I went to go get chili!
That's fine.
the anatomy of a spider, they have wrists. They're just like.
Okay. That's your go, did you say, sorry?
Yes. that would be
Amazing.
the-
So it is the figure's go. She is restrained. Let's just have a look, see. Did you just laugh then?
Yeah.
That's a bad mistake.
Slayer didn't laugh.
You can prove anything.
Okay. Okay, so.
Really? The song. Jamie's got his Taco Bell.
Okay, so in this moment, you basically see everyone in front, just behind the snake, Ghost, you see this more clearly as well as Saya. And Sentry, you do get this. From her hands, she's trying to conjure a spell, and she just manages to, as she uses herself as the arcane focus and kind of looks around, and you see this black smoke kind of emanating from her wrists and her arms. And as you do, she forms this ball of just dark energy. And as she does, she manages to push through, and almost kind of like a chi blast, fires it straight through past you. I'm just going to duplicate a token as she is going to cast something very fun.
Fun in our way or fun in your way?
Oh, fun in my way. She's going to cast Reverse Gravity at 7th level.
What the fuck is that?
Exactly what it says.
Are we?
Yeah, it's what's on the
Whoa!
Let's just have a look.
That good, Jamie. I really want to try it. I was so bummed that we couldn't try it.
Okay. So, as you see this is quite an interesting spell. So, what happens is, it is a 50-foot cylinder. And I'm going to make it a dark purple colour. Boom! She's going to obviously not make it on herself, because that would be awkward. But it's a 100-foot range. Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? So she can actually get there just 1 point up. So it just about gets the edge of her snake pet.
Oh.
We lamb.
But it's worth it because...
Okay.
Are you reading what it does, Luke?
I already know. It's literally what it says on the tin.
We're going on the roof, baby.
I would like everybody to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, Ollie, you get to add an additional, along with your d4, an additional +3 automatically to your roll.
I got an advantage because danger sense.
What saving throw was it again?
The
sorry?
dexterity, please. I will tell you the DC now. Just give me a sec.
Shit, I forgot to add them. 1d4 and 1...
So 1d4 and then just add an additional 3. There's no roll to it.
It is...
So that's 4.
So I got 21.
It's DC 15.
Oh, nice.
23.
It's pretty low.
Save.
21.
Make one for the snake.
Oh, bless his amazing.
Snake failed it and we all passed it.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Fraser's gonna be like, for fuck's sake!
Imagine.
The snake.
At the moment, there's going to be a flying crag cat.
Yeah. Did you? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just it may just be the pets, just like
Just flying around.
might be Lara as well actually. Don't know.
No, no.
Never seen this type of zoo before.
Yeah.
I had some chili, but I'm still hungry. I might order Taco Bell with Jamie.
Takes a long time to come, and they missed 2 of my items as well, so I'm getting that refunded.
Oh, what did you get?
We got the Chipler Cravings box, which basically 2 tacos, one like fancier, one normal, seasoned fries, and cinnamon twisters. It normally comes with a drink, but they forgot my drink, and I also ordered an extra taco, and I didn't do that. So,
Oof. I mean, to be fair though, we saw how bloody manic it was when we went in, so I can't blame them. They've only been open for like a day.
Wait, so
Yeah.
where's one
I'll
open?
just get refunded.
Camberley
Camberley.
inside the atrium.
Oh, really?
Taco Bell inside the atrium. Yeah, it opened like
open now.
Oh, I have to give it a try.
it looks
It's
so
like my-
amazing.
is my favourite fast food place to go, like, ever.
I've never had one, so
Yeah, same. I went there on Saturday. Well, no, I went to Camberley on Saturday with my mate, and I saw it was opening. I literally just looked at him like,
oh my goodness, I'm so excited.
commercialism.
I'll have to give it a try.
Commercialism.
Really good, and it's cheap.
Yeah, it's like £5 for like the 2 tacos, the chips, and the
What I've
drink
got today.
dessert. Huh?
What I've got today.
Yeah, the thing
Ooh,
is,
very
it's like
nice.
£5.
That's well good.
Fucking mental.
Anyway,
Talk
back to
about-
D&D, guys.
Mate.
Food is love.
Okay, so just reading through the spell, there's a few things I can do, and I'm going to make a decision here. Did everybody get less than a 15?
Rena.
Just Athena. Okay. For this, I will say that as long as she is in the radius and she's concentrating on it, and the spell is up, you basically get knocked down. So I'm going to say for this, because you failed the dex save, she is classed as prone.
Oh, clever.
Because there's a few ways I could have done it. I've done it this way, and I've just thought to myself, that makes sense. Just in case you don't know, prone, half your movement to get up. And she has to make the save every turn. And if she fails, then she's not prone again. But the rest of you, again, as long as you're in this circle, you are pretty much dragged down.
I'm just looking for that.
Has anybody got any qualms with that before I make that a thing?
I
Yeah,
can't
fuck
see
you.
the circle.
Actually,
Are
no,
you
I'm
able
not
to
gonna
pop it on so I can see who it hits and who it doesn't?
You can't see the circle?
Yeah, I can't see the radius coming from her.
Okay.
It'll just go through.
Yeah, let me just...
Oh, it's 50 foot.
yeah, you'll be...
We're all good.
Let me show you.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Amazing.
Does the snaky boy look like they're hurt or Liara?
So I was going to say, you see the snake itself kind of get dragged in, but then breaks out very quickly. Yeah, for this one.
Do we have to roll every time we do an action?
It is a concentration or a spell, so yes.
So we have to do it every time.
I would say start of your turn. Makes sense.
Ew.
So wait, what was the roll we just did then? Do we have to
did
roll
it-
again on our turn?
Yeah, you did a dex save. I'm just reading the conditions of the spell, and it's an interesting one because it's kind of flimsy.
Well, so whilst you have it up, it's one that you can like throw up a whole group of enemies, and then if you wanted, let go of it and just make them plummet to the ground.
Basically,
But
yeah. So
if you're having it the other way, then
the options were put it on the ceiling and have everyone fall. But
Well, I guess my
I've
objective
done it the other way around.
that's still good, yeah. But it's like just like any of the other ones. It's like make the deck save if you pass and you're there and you're as a character trying to move along with the ground whilst you're going.
Yeah. You paladin lady, we need to get out of this fucking thing.
So there's two ways I could have done it. I've done it that way. I've decided that's my thing.
Yeah, it's okay.
Cool. Next up, so that is her turn. She's currently concentrating, so I'll put a little dot in her. Little purple dot for concentration. So she's going to remain there. Jackal, you're up.
Nice. Right, Jackal is going to move up behind Lady Liara.
Okay.
And he's going to bonus action hide once again.
Okay, make a stealth check, please.
15.
You think you're hidden?
Cool. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Jackal's then going to pop out. He's going to shoot an arrow between Sentry's legs straight towards Witch Bitch again.
Oh, which bitch?
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, make that roll.
Thank you. And I need to know as well, please, if she sees me or not.
Bear with me. Would you
Thank
roll?
you.
15 for stealth, did you say?
15 for stealth.
You probably don't even need to roll the stealth, Jam. You got W advantage.
Say again?
You got W advantage. She's glowing from guarding. She's, I think, still restrained.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, it's been a
You're
while. I wouldn't even
You're
need to
out
do
getting
that.
dinner.
Yeah, sorry. Can I cancel my bonus action hide?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah,
just
thank you
like goes to
very
hide,
much.
like no.
Steps up behind Mina. I'm over here. Don't worry. It's all right.
I'm here, lady. Hello.
I'm so fucking fun in this one.
Yeah,
deal.
sweet. And I'm going to take a shot at her. Do I now get my humanoid advantage?
You do.
Sweet.
And you get advantage anyway because she's restrained, but it's fine.
Because I didn't come out from over there, I'm then going to slightly change the way I moved as well. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 there, just behind Sentry. So I'm going to move up.
Sentry.
Just there.
Yeah.
Sweet. And then we're going to Hunter's Mark the bitch as well.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Sweet. So you see, what sort of, does she have any skin exposed?
You see kind of parts of her wrists and hands, kind of got these partial gloves on, but her face is exposed, yeah.
Okay, sweet. Then I'm going to decide, actually, on the side of her cheek, a small little magic mark is just going to get burnt into the side of her cheek.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not my makeup.
Sweet. So we add that. So, yeah, with sharpshooter for advantage as well for a 20 to hit.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Lovely, for 34 damage.
Whoa, okay.
Nice.
Nice. You see you see her just kind of take this. I mean, where did you aim for this?
I'm gonna go right in sort of just underneath where her shoulder is, you know, the trap between her shoulder and her chest bone.
You do see it, and it straight in, kind of goes down to almost one knee and kind of reeks in pain. She needs to make Give me a sec. Oh shit! Right. As this happens, you all see the this kind of like as you've seen this spell erupt, the reverse gravity, it kind of is sucking things in with the ruins of this building just collapsing, not on you but around you, and you just see kind of, and it kind of gives way.
My God!
As all the area then becomes kind of normal again.
Poor heavy hitting.
Lovely
stuff. Do something. Nice boys, nice boys.
And once that's happened, then that'll be the end of Jackal's turn.
Really good turns, guys. Nice. Right. It is Snakeo's turn.
Snake.
At the start of his turn, he hasn't taken any damage. Interesting.
And then the woman's at the back, like taking like over damage.
And then she's looking at the snake. Dude, help me! Like,
Snake, please.
They're like, you had one job.
she's like bleeding to death, and the snake's like, do.
Gets like crushed by a sword shot in the arm, like.
1 sec.
Okay.
I like how before this Fraser was like, I don't want a team kill.
I didn't realise you guys are going to go so hard.
Don't jinx it. Oh, here comes the natural ones from everybody.
Nah, it'll be fine, Luke.
70 rolls.
Even if that does happen, we're so far ahead, it's fine.
Out of fame.
That's
Okay,
your problem.
so let's just see if it gets. Let's just see what happens. So I'm gonna roll if see if it gets its ability back.
Isn't it?
Let's just roll that. See what happens. It does.
Bo.
Bo.
Bo. Bo.
Word?
Bo.
Worms?
Bo. Bo.
I like this hot desert music for Icewind Dale campaign.
Hey, listen. Do not diss the music, alright? Right. It's going to move towards... let's see who it goes. Yeah, it's going to beeline straight down here. Now, just a few notes. You do see it go across the ice. It doesn't make any sounds as the ice kind of doesn't crack or creak and slenders around your body.
Or it does that, I'm going to whack it because it is within my range.
What are you doing to do that? Is it
it's within 10 feet of me as it moves into my aura, so
Nice.
I immediately get a reaction to hit.
Okay, that's interesting, because... Bear with me.
Smack the snake.
Is that,
Smack the
classed as,
lizardo.
is that classed as an opportunity attack?
No, it's cast as my reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Polar Master.
Master, my feet. My feet. That I
It's
have.
not. It's not a react. It's not a. I'm just
Is
trying to
it?
put this out.
Well, I don't know. It's my feet.
I will
My
tell
polar
you-
master.
Okay, I'll tell you now. Because this is a bit of a sticky one. Because Polar Master gives you the ability to hit something within 10 feet of you.
Yeah, if it comes into my 10-foot aura.
That's fine. I'll let you do this one. That's fine.
Yeah, that's what's always been happening. When a creature comes into my 10-foot aura, if
Yeah.
I've not used my reaction, I get to whack them.
Yeah.
I get to
No,
bonk.
that's fine. That's fine. You'll find out later. You may find out later why I've asked this question.
Right. Okay. So I will take an attack. That's a 17 plus 2, so it's 19
Ooh.
to hit.
Let's just see if it hits. Probably does. Give me a sec. Yep, that hits.
5 slashing, and its speed is now reduced to 0.
Nice.
So it is
Just
not moving.
describe how that happens on this 12-foot snake.
I'm gonna say as it comes, like, because snakes put their head down to slither. So I'm gonna say as it probably gets lower, I'm gonna. My biology's not great, so bear with me. But I'm gonna try and get my glaive to go into a nerve.
Okay.
Into the nerve of a snake.
You
underneath,
find
the
a
neck
weak spot
area,
in
and
its
I'll
head, yeah.
I'll
you
try and stab that area
go
so
straight
that
down.
it like recoils in pain, sort of thing, and stays where it is.
Yeah, so you hit a weak spot. But as you do, and you realise this, being obviously proficient in what you do do realise as you went down and hit the scales feel tougher than you thought. And you feel like it didn't take as much damage as you think.
Yeah. It would have been back here, by the way, if not when it first entered my aura.
so
It would
that's
then
here
stay
then.
in that position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So now
here.
it will stay there. And yeah, that's all I can do.
Amazing,
So-
that's good to know. No, that's fine, that's a good
Bad
reaction. As you hit it, and it kind of looks back at you in terror, but you do see Sayris is now right on top of you.
Damn it, kill it.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, brethren. Come towards me, brother.
Come on, brother.
Come on, brother.
Let's do
Come on,
this.
ding dong. Gonna smack the shit out of this snake.
Like I said, I love your enthusiasm.
Let's bonk the shit out of it. I don't have my bonk stick though, so I can't do the flips.
I need to get that, like, you know, that generic, like, cartoon bonk sound effect.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Like the one out of Spider-Verse with the...
Yeah,
Spider
wait. Bonk sound.
Oh god, he's getting distracted. Someone stop him.
No, say it, don't do it.
No, it's an ad for a bonk sound effect. There we go.
Every time you take an attack, it just does the automatic sound for it.
Yeah, there you go.
Coconut
You
bonk.
forget Ollie's in charge of the editing.
Oh, I know. I know.
Doing that shit. I make the decisions.
Way too tedious.
Okay,
You
so
don't make the decisions on those. You forget.
okay, so what it's going to do is it's going to look straight at you and try and basically wrap one of its kind of neck area and body around you. But as it does, it goes in for an attack to try and constrict you. And wrap itself around you, but I guess it doesn't hit. That's an 11 to hit.
No.
That misses. Okay, that's fine. And as you see it try and go towards you, you kind of parry it away with your form as it doesn't go. And you are surprised how easily this thing flinched as you hit it away. Didn't take any damage, but for flavour, let's just say it's to that.
Yeah.
Charisma with Hirakai.
Okay. Right. That is its go for now.
Can it make me a wisdom save?
Okay, what for?
As I activate my stone rune with my reaction when it ends its turn within 30 feet.
Okay, it can make a wisdom save, did you say?
Oh my god.
That is a 16.
It succeeds, yeah.
Oh, good.
It is not charmed or stuff. It's just fine. It's a snake.
It's a snake.
It's just a snake.
It's just a snake. Hey, some snake. No.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, that does end its go. Next up is Ghost.
Oh, how's the lady looking, like, physically after all of that?
Yeah, she's not looking great. Like
Not looking great.
You can see
That
now.
seals the
You can
deal.
see now, like, just blood pouring from her face. She's got an arrow in the side. She's kind of slumped back on this, not looking as confident as she once was.
She's gonna give a very sinister look at the snake, seeing the battlefield, and as she does, she starts to shake and quiver, and as her blade from her hands, fire starts to come up from her hands. Her eyes go a brilliant white, and the large flame wings sprout from her back. And as the flames start to dissipate, you see these large, incredibly terrifying skeletal wings form from her back as she would do her, what should I call it? Really good at remembering these things. What's it called? Her necrotic shroud.
Nice.
So anything within 10 feet of me must make a charisma saving throw or be frightened.
Okay.
Anything, or is it anything you choose?
Good point, because Saya is right by
It
it.
just says.
Do you want to put the text in the
It
chat?
just says within 10 feet. Let me get the chat because I'm looking at D&D.
Says that, what the fuck?
If it is within 10 feet,
Yeah.
that is everyone. If it's a select creature, that means individual.
Let me grab it for you if my sheet will work. Yeah.
Ghost just sees her own reflection in the ice. What the fuck?
Necrotic shroud, there she be.
Okay, let's have a read.
So now these skeletal, large dragon on the floor, skeletal black charred wings are now behind her, and she's just pumping. Pump it!
Any creatures you can see must succeed on a charisma saving throw. So you can see everyone. It doesn't say select.
No, it's only within 10 feet. But yeah,
Within
it will
10
be.
feet of me.
Will be poor Ollie.
Yeah, Ollie, I
Yeah,
would
sorry,
like to make a charisma saving throw and save the snake.
Otherwise, you gotta be scared of my ass.
The snake rolled an 18.
Okay, fair play. It was worth a try.
Ollie rolled a really
Still
shit.
got-
Imagine it's like, ah!
Still got the D4, Ollie.
And
It was
plus
worth a
D4.
try. It was worth a try.
good. I
But
like it. I like
has
it a
its
lot.
qualities.
I like it a lot.
And her eyes are completely white. Now she brings a hand up, sparks of flame start to appear, and she will cast Spiritual Weapon as her bonus action.
Nice. Got these wings out. Got this energy coming through. All this black shroud and this spiritual weapon. Lots of stuff going on.
Are you able to put the Spiritual Weapon on the sheet?
You did send it through, didn't you? I'll have to put it on in the rate.
Yeah, I did send it to you.
Just draw a circle or square or something.
Yeah, I will. I'll put it on in the back.
Sorry.
I'll just put another me.
Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, so you can move
Okay.
it. That makes sense.
So spiritual weapon will go there,
Cool.
and I'm a bonk.
Okay, go for
And
it.
I'm a stab, except that this time, instead of it being like of green electricity, it is fire.
Just tell us what this
black
spiritual weapon looks like.
Same as before. It's a long glaive with a dragon's head on the end.
Nice.
Made of all gold, except this time it is just covered in like black smoke and fire.
Yeah, cool. Nice.
And it will make an attack because I get to do that
You do. Bonus action and attack at the same time.
I'm actually dying in this
with my extra stuff on top for 25 to hit.
25 to hit, absolutely hits.
Quick question
Yes.
to paladin players: can I put a divine smite into this?
right. No.
It's only my weapon that I hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Just wanted to clarify. That's fine. That's 8 plus 6.
Yeah. So that's necrotic and force damage. At the same
Yep.
time. Okay.
It is.
So that's 14 damage.
8
total.
necrotic and 6 force.
Nice. Good to know. Cool. As it goes through, leaves this black trail of like almost arcana energy on its white scales. Just goes through, kind of flinches a little bit. Yeah. Nice.
Cool. My form stays the same. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Nope. So I will stay put and be ready.
Okay. Nice. Good turn. Jackal. Athena's up.
Thank you very much. So Finn is currently prone, so she's going to use. Does she need to make her save first or at the end of her turn?
There's no save needed. The spell has gone.
Oh, sweet, nice. So
Are you on about the gravity field, by the way? If that's
Yeah,
the case,
gravity
then
field.
Yeah. The reverse gravity is gone, so no save needed.
Lovely stuff. So she'll spend 20 feet of her movement to get up, and then she's got 20 foot left.
Yeah.
So she's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Wow.
Yeah, go on. And she will take the dodge action once again.
Good to know.
Thank you. End of Athena's turn.
Okay. Just bear with me. DM needs to make sure he's got track of what he's doing. Okay. Cool. Sentry, you're up, and say you're on deck. Near the top of the round again.
Yeah. I am going to
Oh my god, no way.
come around. Stay 5 foot away from the snake. I'll line it out for you as well, Fraser.
Cool.
And come. I will. I want to spend my action doing that. What we got? Jackal, we got Targo, we got the lady, attacking the lady. Yeah, why not? Screw what I had just drawn. I'm only going to spend 30 feet movement just to get up to the snake. Just going to do a weird drawing thing, but 30 foot to get up to the snake. Hello, snake.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna wail on this snake boy. Snake boy! I'm gonna reckless attack. Why
Nice.
not?
Go for it.
Advantage. So that's a 23 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Nice. Reroll one of the damage dice real quick. 5, so an additional 4 onto that. Which makes that 15 plus 22, which is 37. 37.
37 damage.
Yeah.
What type? Just so.
Oh dear. I knew you were gonna ask. I was like, no! It is. Give me a minute. It is Magical. So we'll start through with the list.
Okay, let me just make this easy for you. Any necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Of anything non-magical, is that or
from non-magical? Yeah.
Okay. No, and no.
Okay, so it's all magical.
It is.
Interesting. Okay, cool. No worries.
So that's one hit. Same again. 20 to hit.
Yeah, both hit.
Reroll one of the damage dice. Woo! Better. +5. 29 plus 15. Oh my god. 44.
What is the first one you did? What was the first damage?
15 plus 22, which is 37.
So flipping heck. Right. So you've. Hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure I've got this guy down.
Let me just get it. So
37 plus 44, yeah?
37, yeah. So
81 points damage.
And I'm not done yet. No.
Okay.
Action surge.
Oh my god.
Batter.
I'm gonna hit him twice more.
Go for it.
Maybe. A 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 13 plus 22, which makes 35.
Yeah.
The last one. If the snake's still up.
Yeah, it's still up.
Okay, cool. Just checking. Fucking 19s every time. Why can't I just get a 20? Anyway.
I think you need it.
It hits.
Yeah.
And 26 plus 15.
41.
Thank you. My brain's just making sure that I'm doing it.
Okay, you've had to go through a lot there, Luke.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, so you've done over 150 damage this turn.
Just casually,
casually slashing through, push,
Slash
goes
and
straight
dash.
through. It's still standing, but barely.
I'm done.
Like
And
you go
gracious
through,
bow.
you slash through it once. You slash through it once, and you see kind of just its scales fall apart. Its second one, it winces back and goes back in, and you have pummeled this thing. It is bleeding out of all crevices at the moment. It is looking
because it's it's obviously still slightly bigger, but it would be like the in Pacific Rim when they're fighting the big kaiju things. They essentially just grabs it, slashes up with the blade, brings back down, slashing through.
That's it. Yeah. Absolutely, absolute kaiju battle.
Hell yeah! And much
Okay, does that end your turn?
It does, thanks.
Okay, it's going to use a legendary action at the end of that turn, because why not? To go for a bite at you for... Yeah, this is fun. 21 to hit.
It does.
Nice. So, you take...
Is any of it going to be poison?
Bear with me.
Cookie.
You're a robot. They ain't gonna do shit.
First, I'd like you to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw, please.
Nice. Is it against poison?
Say again?
Is it against poison?
Yes, it is. So I'm guessing you have advantage.
I get advantage. Let me just double check that.
Just a quick one.
Yes.
Sentinel. Is it if an enemy attacks within 5 feet, or is it if a creature that's getting attacked is within 5 feet? Just like
enemy attacks within 5.
Attacks within 5 feet, but this is a legendary action, so I'm getting a bit of a ropey one. But yes, it is attacking.
Yeah, you can still whack
If it's large, would it be within 5 feet of me? Because it's on that like square, isn't it? Weird one.
Yeah, it's within 5 feet, I'd say.
Okay.
Actually,
Would I be able
no,
to attack?
that's 10 feet. It would have hit you within 5 feet. No, it's 10 feet away.
Just wondering because of the weird placement it is on the map.
It's for DM says 5 feet. That's final.
What?
DM says 10 feet, not 5. 5 feet's where your square is there, which it's not.
Okay.
Right.
Very confusing. It's fine.
Yeah, I got advantage against saving throws for poison. Cool.
Yeah, go for it.
Poison resistance. Was. Bonk. Yep, 28.
So, yeah, that saves. Just go ahead and make that roll. I've decided. Yeah, go for it. Ghost, go make that sentinel roll.
Pardon?
You can make the sentinel roll.
Oh, right. Sorry.
I've just saw the placement. I thought, yeah, it's pretty much on. It's my dodgy thing. Go for it.
Okay. You're going to make attack against this person for a
14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
That's fine.
Close.
That's fine. It's worth a try.
With a try.
It's worth a try.
So you save the save, which is advantage, which is good. So you take 5 points of poison damage. It should have been 10. It's halved.
Nice, which makes it 2. I am robot. It gets doubly.
Yeah, that's true.
Finally, it comes in use. I've never gone against shit that does poison before. Finally.
You also got a +3 on that, so
I think it's fine.
yeah, you'll be fine. I've just said you've got
I'll make
+3.
You'll be a read. You'll be
I'll
a
make
read.
31.
31.
Let's just have a look. Okay, hold on. No, that's not it. Okay, no, that doesn't affect you. That's fine. And you take 14 piercing damage.
Nice.
Which I'm guessing is half. Yeah.
Get off me, boy.
Get off me, boy! It is looking very rough, guys. Very rough.
But I'm hungry.
I would say that is his legendary action sorted. Say you're up. This thing is kind of hyperventilated, like just very deep bellowed breathing.
Cool. I will attack it then.
Go for it.
So, boop.
Just read out what you've rolled and the damage for us, so we know.
8 slashing and 6 flame/feral.
What did you roll to hit?
Oh, 20 plus 2.
Okay. Say it, as you're going to swing this, how would you like to do this?
God,
I've got nothing!
Hey, it's teamwork.
He's going to grapple onto it, climbing up onto its head as it's kind of like flailing around, trying to get me off.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna find like where an area where the others have like cracked into its head, and he's just gonna stab his claw straight into it, hopefully hitting its brain. And
Go for it.
then just pulls out like what he can, hopefully like basically lobotomizing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Going straight for it as you just hear this kind of like almost screeching sound as you pierce through its brain, and you just see the redness of its eyes kind of dull down, and you just see it kind of slump over as the reaction of this figure just looks at you in shock, in pure disdain as she's looked through, and still restrained at this point, kind of like looking at her options.
So they all look back at her, like just doing like a fucking evil looking grin. He's gone bloodlust. Like he's just fucking in the moment.
Nice.
And
covered in blood.
Yeah, pretty much all over his fur and all that kind of shit. And he will move up here. And he will point at the figure and shout, "You're next!"
Nice.
And he went on his turn there.
Cool. Liara's go. Seeing how well the battle's going, she is going to not do as much as she was going to do, but nonetheless. She is going to... Oh no, she can't do that. Is any of you looking injured at all?
Go.
You were pretty much full health. I think you've not been hit, have you? Really?
I'm down
Crying inside.
9 hit points.
Nice. Good to know.
Thank you.
I mean, I've done some damage. She's going to use all the movement to get closer to Jackal and kind of look at you towards your way and kind of give you a small wink with positivity.
Nice.
As she is going to... Oh, she's concentrating at the moment. She's going to continue concentrating, but she's also going to hold something. She's going to... Her staff is going to glow another colour, as well as this multicolour, just to kind of keep this person in place. As she looks towards you with confidence, Jackal. And she's going to end her turn. Targo, you're up.
Sweet. I'm going to move 5, 10... Well, I'll move a bit further forward. Am I within 120 feet of her?
I believe you are, yes.
Happy days. I still get advantage onto hit, don't I?
She's currently still restrained, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Guide and Bolt at 4th level.
Let me just read this thing. Oh, it's up to a minute, yeah. She's still restrained.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is 20 radiant damage.
Woohoo! Nice.
You thought I jinxed it.
Boom! As you go straight in with this, what do you use? Guiding Bolt, do you say?
Bolt, yeah.
As you go straight in with this kind of chi blast, go straight in. She kind of shimmies away in pain again. Nice.
She's still not dead.
Nope, still.
Damn.
Damn.
Just for a question, does your glitter around it from your guiding bolt have anything?
It gives. I think it's advantage on your next attack roll, isn't it?
Oh no, I was meaning visual.
Yeah, the next attack roll
makes it out, doesn't it? I was
Yeah,
imagining little snowflake glitter coming from her because it's Targo.
Yeah, it would be a very pretty glitter, yes.
Yeah, I've only just read that. I mean, she's been restrained anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Would rather advantage, yeah. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement, my last 10 feet, forward a little bit more, and that will be the end of my go.
Okay, it is the figures go, and probably a last. By the way, you guys are God. Right. She's looking in panic, and she's looking at her options and what to do, as she just seen her pet snake pretty much collapse with pretty much one turn from Sentry, just diving into it.
Team Africa.
It's nice to derail
Team
me.
150 damage.
Team Africa.
Team effort, yeah, like what? Was it 95 and 5%?
You better know it.
Yeah,
Team effort.
Hey, I'll take all the glory. Because I don't think Sentry knows what that is.
Okay, cool. Right. Shit. Why not? Let's go for it. At this point, you see this figure looking very panicked in the eyes. The eyes for the first time has widened up and kind of like looking at her options, looking at you, looking at your blade, looking at a dead snake, kind of out of breath, kind of... I'm fed up with this. I'm fed up! And you see her arms raise as high as she can with still being restrained. And you do see her wave her arms very cylindrically around her, clockwise her body, as she can. And kind of like brings this wave of just this it's like this almost kind of heat wave of energy just goes down her. And she's going to cast Time Stop.
She's Dio?
Gotcha.
She's Dio?
Basically. So, the way this works is that I have to roll certain dice, and I get that many turns. I can use an action and move as normal. So, this is how this is going to happen. All of you see her just envelop herself in this shroud. Are you conscious for this? This is the interesting thing. Do you see this happen? Because time has stopped.
Is it stopped for us, or is it just for her?
It's just for her.
Then I guess whatever she does, we wouldn't see, I guess.
Exactly. So what I'm trying to say is the next 3 or 4 or 5 or how many minutes, whatever goes on, I'm just trying to figure out what happens. Sometimes it will be self. No times. Okay, so you don't see this yet.
No.
Okay, so I'm going to do a few things and see if it makes any difference.
Like if she ran for us, it would just be
just blip out of.
Yeah. She's literally fucking Dio.
I mean, yeah, she can't attack us or do X. Could attack us. So let's see.
Oh.
Is she still technically trained?
She is, so, but she can still do, can use actions and move as long as it doesn't affect you guys.
Yeah.
You don't know.
That would suck if she uses her actions to get out and she just doesn't. She's still there. Just like,
Okay. So the last thing you saw is her just cast this spell, and she's kind of shimmering, and you're waiting to see what happens.
We are waiting.
Yes, you are.
For a time stop, it's pretty fucking slow.
I like this roleplay.
Is that many turns they get as well?
she can have upward of cheeky fat. Wow, she can have fat. Oh, that's very cute. I like that.
Okay.
Alright, going on, I'm gonna get a beer.
I'm about to give a break in a sec, mate, so just hold on.
Alright, Sam.
So, as you guys come around to seeing whatever is happening, you do see her shimmer and you see her kind of struggling, but at this point goes very confident and looks towards you, and you see the shimmer just effect drop, and you just see her figure gone. And that is where we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
That bitch to go.
As you find yourself in this chamber now with a huge dead snake essentially in front of you. You just see its orifices just kind of bleeding out. The slash wounds that Sentry has caused it obviously to die has just made this ice kind of turn into a black ichor. And Targo, you see it kind of crawling across your feet now as it's kind of like spreading out. But at the moment, you just saw in front of you the figure cast a spell. And as soon as she did, it's almost like a blip happened and she just went. There's no figure in front of you, no remnants of anything that you can see that even reminisces where she is. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to make a quick perception check to find out where she is. Look around.
Okay.
See if there's any signs.
Make a perception check.
Nice, and I get advantage because she still has my hunter's mark on her.
That's very true.
FYI, there's the description for it. So I get advantage on wisdom perception or wisdom survival checks.
Just
to try
before
and
you
find
make
them.
the check, I will put the DC higher anyway to see, because obviously you don't know where. You understand that she's got the mark, but this DC is still pretty high. But you get
you're just a big meanie.
I know.
But it's 24.
Okay, brilliant. How dare you? No. Okay, I would say with a 24, Jackal, as it is your turn, you do see in front of you. It's ever so strange because you place the mark upon her form, and this does give you a kind of a higher awareness around you. And you, let's just say, you do this kind of in action. You close your eyes and you kind of sense. You use your smell, your inner sight, your just everything around, just to see where she is. And the interesting thing is, she blips on your radar because she hasn't moved, but yet she's still there.
Sneaky bitch.
Invisible.
Still in the same spot.
With the 24, you do realise that her form is still there. You see just below her feet the slight imprints of snow that are still there, not being blown away or covered by any of the elements.
She didn't run.
Jackal's still with his eyes sort of closed. He's like looking around the room, spinning round, and then as soon as he gets that sort of blip where he gets the connection with the mark, he's suddenly very quickly going to snap, twist, draw up his bow, and fire an arrow straight towards that spot.
Absolutely, make it just a straight roll for me.
Fantastic.
As you nailed the perception.
Do we want to have sharpshooter on this one?
It's still disadvantage because she's invisible, but it's also advantage because you've got Hunter's Mark and she's a humanoid, so it levels itself out.
Lovely.
Advantages, though.
Okay.
For this, it makes more sense that she's not completely seen. She could be in any position. She just knows you're standing right in front of her.
Sweet. I'm going to do it because it's normal roll. Then I won't do it with sharpshooter. We'll do it normal. I could have done it with sharpshooter because I got a fucking 31.
Wow.
You motherfuckers. You motherfuckers. I hate you guys so much. So,
Fuck your fight.
as you go and release this ethereal bow, still eyes closed, almost like blindfolded, you kind of let loose, not even looking where you're firing, and it just, and you hear the impact of, but as you do, this kind of impact towards the chest, you just see momentarily just an arrow sticking out of nowhere, and then just blood seeping down this kind of ethereal arrow, as it were, this force. As you see flittering back into existence, you see this figure just come back and just kind of look at you and go, how did you see me? And just kind of like falls back on the throne, and is well and truly gone.
It's like, those one really very good love words. I told you, bitch.
Jackal's just gonna open his eyes, and then just underneath his breath, so probably only Lady Liara would hear this, he's just gonna mutter the words, "Found you."
Brilliant. Oh god. And as of that, we are out of combat. You dickheads.
I bet this was like one of the biggest characters he had planned. We just fucking murdered her without taking any damage.
Give me a sec, guys. Yeah, we are now out of combat. You idiots.
My wings, by the way, will start to sort of like ash, will start to dissipate and flow in the wind as they disappear.
Yeah, and as you see these wings just ethereally dissipate. Yeah, we all back to normal. As in front of you, you do see now, and I'll mark this out for you guys, just where this circle is. Oh, you can't really see it, can you? Can you see that circle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just where that circle is, just towards the back. That is where this source of power is coming from. And as you see it, you can see, obviously, looking up, this tornado is still spiraling out of control. But you do see, obviously, in front is now the deceased figure of whoever this was that you never found out.
So it's
I'm gonna
search her, I guess.
I'll do the same and I'll assist.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
But she's more gonna be going over to make sure like any weapons are away from her while having a look, so that she's not trying to pry. She's just trying to get any weapons away, just in case.
So it's just
trying to pry.
So it's interesting. So as you guys walk up to this figure, obviously slumped now over, not breathing on the throne itself, you do see as she drops her weapon, it didn't clang on the floor. It just kind of like disintegrated into dust, as you assume maybe this is some sort of arcana or some sort of force in place. She doesn't have a weapon attached to her. So what did you roll? Have you both roll? Can you roll an investigation, please?
I'll be giving Ollie advantage.
Either with one with advantage, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So he's taking the lead of it.
Natural 20!
Very nice.
Brilliant. Yeah, cool. I will just get back to you in a sec. 1 second.
Oh shit.
I think we learned a valuable lesson. Arrogance will get you killed.
Okay. Oh.
Investigating the body.
I was gonna say, Bless would still be up with it for only a little bit longer.
I think is it a minute or?
Yeah.
How long's Bless for, Targo?
1 minute.
1 minute, yeah. This is all happening instantaneously. Obviously, I'm just reading this up. The battle only lasted maybe half a minute.
Yeah, because Ollie, you could add a D4 to that 24, just in case.
Ollie's like, no.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No.
Maybe I don't want to.
Targo's going around asking everybody if they need healing. He's a bit upset that he didn't,
Why didn't you all get injured?
Yeah.
Just goes and like stabs someone. Yeah. Oh my god, you look like.
Oh, so sorry.
Sort of like one of those patrons.
Let me just.
That's quite a
I had a plan to heal people and none of you took damage.
Hey, you did a little bit of damage to it.
Who took the most damage in that fight, seriously?
I think it was me.
Sentry.
Oh no, Sentry.
Yeah.
I've got a 1d4 plus 7.
That could put me up.
Just for the why not? Because
Targo would go up because he's not used to dealing with people like Sentry who can take big hits. He's used to dealing with your average folk that I would have killed them.
As we're searching as well, just to, because obviously in this moment I'd say Ghost is pretty startled by what's happened with herself, because she's not experienced that before. So she is a little bit thrown off, a bit confused. So just to ease her mind and ease Saya's mind, because Saya was there, she's going to pat Saya on the back and go, "Good work." And as she does, she will do a just a quick lay on hands.
Okay.
And give him a few hit points back, which I will work out what that is because I've never used this before.
While that's going on, Targo is going to over to Sentry. He's not used to dealing with people that can take a lot of hits, so he thinks Sentry is actually really hurt with what he's just seen. Gonna cast Healing Word and heal Sentry for 10 HP.
Nice.
Nice. I'm back up to 100. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, good news.
Hey, you know, I'd be more hurt if you didn't care, Targo. You know.
Targo remembers somebody saying something about boots before, so he's gonna go and have a look at the snake and see if he can make better boots out of it.
Okay, just while this is happening, guys. Sorry, I'm currently just doing this. So whatever's happening, I'll keep in mind. But obviously, we just got to roll RP it.
Yeah.
Because we're not currently doing nothing at the moment. We've paused the game.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't say anything then. If we're pausing.
Yes, just for a sec.
Okay. Gives me time to work out what the fuck this is.
Okay, right. So I've put it in the. I'll pop it in the chat for you. What you find.
Very nice.
So that's what you get with a natural 20, 120 gold pieces, a black feather, a triangular pendant, very similar to what Oaklin wore, and a spell scroll. So, just in rule of what we're doing, who is up next?
Jem, you can go if you like, boss.
So you've healed for whatever you've done. That's fine. Targo, what are you doing? Sorry.
So I healed Sentry.
Healed Sentry. Jackal.
Jackal's moved up towards the snake, and Jackal would like to investigate the snake and try and get some of its fangs, if he can.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to do that, you can go ahead and make a nature check or medicine check. Either up to you.
Thank you very much. We'll go for medicine, which was a 16. Not bad.
Amazing. With a 16, I would say you managed to carve off a chunk of one of the fangs. You open its huge jaw, and you go in with your blades as you kind of like go across the gum area, and you, as it's retracted, and pull it out. I would like you to make a very quick Constitution saving throw, please.
Fucking little snake. 17.
Yeah. As you do and pull it out, some of the poison from its fang just goes onto your skin, and you flick it off just in time before it does any sort of damage.
Lovely, lovely stuff. Actually, I'm going to quickly whisper something to you just to make sure.
Just put a giant snake fang in your inventory for me, please.
As I smack your, well, not smack you back, but like tap you back, Saya, I'm going to give you 4 hit points back.
Yeah, that was the cost of my blood melody.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so you'll just feel this like warmth from your back as I
Jackal.
Give you appreciation.
Lovely.
I will allow it, if you can find the components. So yeah, Ghost, what would you like to do?
Hello?
What would you like to do?
Oh, you're talking to me. Hi. What did you say?
I said, Ghost, what would you like to do?
Well, I was helping Saya just have a look around, mainly like any weapons or anything to get away of. If not, then I'll just point out something like, what's that sort of thing. And as I do, I will tap him on the shoulder. He's got 4 hit points back from my lay on hands. And as I turn around, because I'm not entirely interested of this person, I'm just going to scan the room, mainly to see if there's any other threat. Okay. She's still going to be on guard, and also to see how everyone is doing after that fight, to see physically and possibly emotionally. Okay.
If you guys are all doing this, I will say that, I mean, Sentry, what are you doing? Just so I know.
So I've gone whilst everyone's investigating that.
Yeah.
I'll go straight around the chair and just look to see
what
exactly this energy source is, and well, what's that? I suppose.
Okay, brilliant. So we'll do the first do the ghost thing. So I'm guessing you're using divine sense, is it?
No, I'm just making a general perception.
Just doing a scan. Okay, make a perception check for me. Just around the room.
Heal. Oh my
Saya,
god.
have you kept the feather, pendant, and spell scroll?
Yes.
Cool. Good to know. Put those in your inventory, please.
Sure am.
If we're distributing gold, that's 24 gold each, by the way.
Sauce.
Did the
Black
math.
feather.
Perception with a 6. You look around. There's a lot that's happened just. Yeah, you get some kind of like trailing winds coming from some of the broken windows and some of the areas that are just disturbing the place, and it's hard to get kind of a grasp on what's going on.
No immediate threat now.
No kind of figures left in the room, if that's what you're looking for.
That's fine. She'll just stand to the side then and just observe. She'll leave the guys to do what they need to do.
Okay. Sentry, you're having a look at this. So it's interesting. As you come closer, all the way through this area, you've been hearing just almost nothingness. The fact that you go into this area and it's almost like putting your head underwater. It's not muffled, but it's just very silent and very eerie, to the point of where not much of it makes sense atmospherically, and it's just very quiet, and all you can hear is obviously the dripping of some of the ice and some of just the surrounding areas and just the kind of general atmosphere around you. There's no kind of like wind or anything like that. It's very, very eerie to a sense. To an untrained spell or an eye, it's very just a bit surreal. And you come closer to this, and what you do see, and I'll put it in front of you first, and I'm going to give you a bit of a cheeky handout.
Ooh.
Just very quickly, let me know if you can read the notes, because you shouldn't be able to. If you can, then don't look at them.
I'll close my eyes if I do.
Okay, right. Can you see any notes? You shouldn't be able to.
Source of Maelstrom. No notes.
Okay, brilliant.
It's the book.
Yeah. So what you do see in front of you is just this incredibly bright and radiant, giving off the same energy as the smoke and energy around you, is this open book, but in it is just glyphs and writing and just all sorts of just this a language that you're not really quite sure of, just giving out this aura. And from it, you see from the middle of the spine just this almost, just expanding source of power that turns into this tornado-like maelstrom effect. But what you also see, as you come closer to it, is you see three... It's almost like it's placed on this plinth, and on this plinth is just a stone plinth. You assume maybe from an altar of what it was. So, for example, from the Morning Lord, they do have things like they give service out and things like that. And on this table, in front of the books, and what you see are 3 stones carved with some sort of carving in front. And each one is lined, one on the left page, one on the middle, one on the right page. But they're away from the book, so they're on the stand itself. But what you can see is energy trailing from each one of them toward the book itself. And just make a quick Arcana check for me. DC 17.
Splendid. Just double check. Inside. Yeah. Arcana. Yep. 13.
So, with the 13, you don't really get much, but you do understand that these are, and you've seen them in Oakland's book before, and you do understand that they may contain some sort of magic within them. And they are placed in this very orderly sequence, and that's what you get. I will also give you additional to this, just because you're right by it. You do hear a thrum, and this thrum is very methodical, to the point of very similar to, you assume it's, you wait a second, and you can hear it basically go, woo, woo, just very, very low. Then you wait a few moments longer, and you hear it go, woo, woo, and you hear it just quicken pace, just very slowly.
With that knowledge, I'll turn and see. Say, possibly just finishing up with looking through the lady, and I'll just say, do you still have Oakland's book? There's a book here and some stones with possibly writing that I recognize from her book. Are you able to see if there's any notes that might help us with this?
Yeah, Saya will get out a book and start flicking through to see if anything looks familiar or similar.
Okay. At this point, guys,
I'll also wave for everybody, everyone's attention at least as well. But yeah,
at this point, for DM's pleasure, I'm going to put a little bit of a timer on you guys right now. And you currently have an hour and 1 minute remaining.
Oh.
To do what? What, turn this thing off?
Let's
Before it blows the fuck up.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Read
session
that
will be
book.
in about half an hour, so we can do it.
Read that book.
This is
Well, yeah, I said I'm flipping through it.
this is in real game time.
Yeah.
I will pause it as and when I see fit.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Find anything? Like...
So through the book that you got from Oakland, did you say?
Yes.
Okay, just give me a sec. While I'm reading notes, so I have every right to pause. Right. Which book are you reading?
The one I got from her body. The giant spell book. And
Is it
notes,
the spell
notes
book?
she would put it. The one she would put all of her notes in and she would look through when we were travelling.
Okay. Now, this is a pretty hefty tome.
Yeah.
So, what are you looking for in particular?
We said there were... Sentry said there were like runes or something on it.
Okay, so you're basically trying to match the
Something
runes.
that would match it,
Yeah.
like, that looks like a similar kind of language or text.
Okay. So first thing I want you to do is, if you're going to do this, I would like you to make first an investigation check to see how quick you can find these runes.
I'm able to
Through this
help
hefty tome.
him by, like, obviously looking back at the room.
Yeah, you can, like,
Yeah,
scan, like,
absolutely.
Or hold the book or whatever it is he might end up
you
needing.
can do that. You can do, if you want to help, you can make it with advantage. Those are your two skill sets to this, if you wish.
Yeah, I'll roll investigation then.
Go
Moving
for
on
it.
to 17.
I'm glad you used
Add a
advantage.
D4. Add a D4, bro.
And a D4.
I think it's just
I
on
would
my
say
cusp, was it?
at this point you're on the cusp.
Okay.
It's just saving throws and attacks as well, I think.
Ah, so yeah, it doesn't apply.
Isn't it ability checks as well?
Saving throws and
Make an attack roll or saving throw.
yeah, there you go.
Okay, I thought
So
so.
it's still a
I
17.
thought I didn't make
I thought it
it.
was that for ability checks.
It's still a 17, but that's pretty decent. Right, I'll open the floor. Does anybody else want to do something while this is going on?
I will quickly look at Jackal
Okay.
as this is going on. Is there anything you would like me to do? I can go and grab your friend if you want.
This place gives me weird vibes. I'm gonna go have a look around. Perhaps, maybe speak to Liara. She's quite wise, and she might be able to give an input or two about what Sentry's found.
Of course. This isn't my business. I'll help you guys, and I'm sure that you will show me the way to the city, but let me go and grab your friend and from the other building, and at least we're all together then. She will awkwardly, get herself together. She's looking a little bit frustrated and confused, but she's trying to shrug it off.
Jackal suddenly realizes what you've actually meant, originally thinking, you're on about him.
Yes.
I'll come with you. He's no place of mine to call him a friend. And
Oh, my apologies.
it's fine. You don't understand, and I don't expect you to, but I'll come with you. Maybe he does have a place in all of this.
Of course, I'll lead, and she's very paced sort of thing, and she'll make her way down towards the building where Kane was.
Okay.
And we'll go and grab him.
Yeah, and as Jackal's leaving, he will silent speech to Sentry, saying, "Me and the new girl are going to grab the boy. We'll be back shortly."
Give a steady nod towards holding the book and shaking my head and turning a page.
Okay.
While that's going on, Targo go up to the back of the room and see if what's happening at the back is causing any energy to form from the gem that we took from Kane's head.
So, I didn't mention to you this last time, but you actually lost that gem. That gem decided to spontaneously combust and put a hole through your bag. It is currently on the outside of Targos.
Could I do something as well? Sorry, that's a good reminder. Could I just quickly do something?
Yes.
I was meaning to do it pre-combat, but I forgot. Am I able to speak to Spirit? Because I can communicate within my mind. I can give it him commands, but he can't communicate back, obviously.
Yes, I remember.
I'm not near him.
So can I ask Spirit to walk to the front of the gate?
What's the range?
I believe it doesn't matter.
Within 1 mile.
I was going to say, yeah,
1
there is
mile.
definitely a range to that.
I don't know. This is new.
If you don't know, read the spell out.
No, because I'll stutter like hell. It's been 1 mile.
Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Cool.
So I'll ask Spirit to come to the front gate, and if Spirit could remember where the stone was, to guard it or look for it. Worst case, if Spirit doesn't have any sort of luck finding it or remembering, just guard the front of the gate.
Yep, absolutely.
So if he finds the stone, guard the stone. If he doesn't, guard the gate.
That's fine. Good to know.
Cool. That's it. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So with the 17, I would say as all this is going on, I would say that it knocks. You do have a look through, and it will knock only 5 minutes off your time. As you find a page that's similar to these icons, but they're all in Elvish. Who speaks? Does anybody speak Elvish?
No.
Well, he does, eh? And Targo. Nice.
The one reading it reads Elvish.
Oh, yeah.
So, just currently, who is reading it, did you say?
Me.
And you read Elvish?
Yeah, I know how to speak Elvish.
Amazing, which does help. So, give me a sec. Let me just end it and amend this.
That's convenient.
Just amending the time that you've got. Right. So, you do read it, and you manage to read the symbols. The symbols on each 3, and as in order, left to right, read earth, fire, and dust.
Dust?
Yes.
Earth, fire, and dust.
And you can read them in different subtexts under 3 different pages. But you managed to find them. I would say within this 5 minutes, I would say that Spirit would have made it towards where you are going, or where Spirit is needed to be, and you guys would have made it halfway towards the house.
Lovely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is anybody else doing anything at this time? You are on a ticking clock.
Yeah.
Targo's looking around thinking these guys are going to get me killed.
Targo, as you're closer to it, you can hear a thrum, a very heavy thrum.
You're not wrong.
This.
In magical and all, I know anything that may be causing this this from, or anything that may be causing this.
Make a quick Arcana check for me, please.
23, natural 20.
Brilliant, natural 20. I will give you this with the 23. You're looking. What information are you trying to get? How, as in what? What's causing
this to be here? Yeah.
With the 23, you are not exactly a skillful master of the arts in terms of spells, but what you do realise from this is that you do see the similarities in steps in terms of the way it's thrumming. And with the 23, I'll give you this. It almost sounds like a timer. Like it's getting quicker.
Okay.
And you are immediately aware of this, and this does strike a nerve in your head that you are needing to be urgent. Which at the moment, guys, you're not being very urgent.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
What do you mean? What do you mean? I found the fucking answer!
Listen, you've got a certain time. I mean,
My character has no urge.
I'm gonna turn to whoever's left, which I think is only Sentry and Saya, and say that this is definitely a timer, and if we don't hurry up, I don't think it's a timer for butterflies and rainbows.
Does the book say anything else about this, or is it just the titles, the Earth, Fire, and Dust Sayer?
Maybe it's something we have to put near the crystal, and he'll go over to where the kind of body.
Maybe don't put the equalizing thing to the crystals. Maybe that sets it off. Maybe putting the opposite to it
What are
might.
you suggesting I do?
Did
If
you
I
find anything on her body?
I found a black feather, a pendant, and a scroll. A spell scroll. Can I investigate the pendant to see if there's maybe anything inside the pendant?
Yeah, make an investigation check. Anybody else doing anything while this is happening?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a piece of ice, or crack off a piece of ice.
Yeah, very easy to find in this place.
I got a 6.
Nothing of use.
Nothing in the pendant, okay.
What you do see is a very similar, if not the same pendant that Jackal now wears currently around his chest.
Right. I'll open up the scroll and see what it says, the spell scroll.
Okay, you make a, you read, what's your languages?
Elvish, Orc, and Common.
Okay, you open up the spell scroll. The spell scroll itself is, I'd like you to write this down, a spell of control weather.
Wait. Okay, spell of control weather, did you say?
Yes, I will send the details over to you.
Control weather. Okay.
You're taking the ice to the Firestone.
Yeah.
What are you doing currently with it?
So there's set in order, and I suppose they correlate to the image or something or other on the book that Sarah was saying. So I'll go over to the fire one with the piece of ice, and I'll try and put it over top of the crystal.
Okay.
Does the crystal at the moment feel hot, by the way, whilst I'm getting close to it?
Not radiating heat, no. As you go closer to it, it just feels the same. It's just this very weird static energy.
Okay. If I put the ice over it and let some of the ice melt and the water drip on the firestone, does anything happen?
As you do, and the water just blips off, you just hear a like a static.
Okay. And what if I touch the firestone with the ice? Bring it down on top of it, to try and move it with the ice piece as well.
So what are you trying to do at the moment, sorry?
So a bit of ice, put it on top of the stone, which I imagine is like small, like kind of 2 hands
Yeah.
size.
So the stones are pebble shaped, and they're placed in front of the books. There's 3 in a row. They all have this kind of spool of purple energy trailing between them like an electric cord, and they go. It's just this spool of arcane energy that goes towards this book.
Yep. And I'll try and put the ice on the pebble to try and like move it, see if it moves at all.
So you're putting the ice on the pebble to move the pebble. Where are you moving the pebble?
Down.
As in towards you, off the, because these are pretty much latched on the end of this kind of table. If you move it, it could fall off.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to try and do. Move it. See if there's any resistance.
Okay, so you're going to try and move it slightly. You try and move it. It does slightly move. Yep.
Oh, it does. Okay.
But I'm guessing you don't do it to a degree where you knock it straight off. So
no, if I cannot, yeah.
How long has all this been going on for?
So far, this whole section has been going for about 6 or 7 minutes. In game time, 7 minutes. Your countdown time is currently on 42 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and with one hand because I've got big hands as well. Still, I'll move the stone and try and cup it with my other hand. So again with the ice in one, and put the stone onto my hand.
So you're going to move the stone off the table?
Yeah, if I can.
Which one?
The firestone again.
Okay.
So move it onto the ice.
So
you're going to move it off the table onto the ice into your hand?
Yeah, the ice that's in my hand.
Okay. As you do, and you knock it off the table onto your hand, you see the connection start to fizzle and shake, and you knock one off into your hand, and it goes, and you see a flash, and the flash goes all the way up, spirals this purple energy straight up towards the tornado effect. As it reaches your hand, it grasps and embeds itself in your palm.
Through the ice. Shit. Okay.
You take 16 points of necrotic damage as this element forms into your hand and goes straight up your shoulder into your chest and just bursts out this energy. You have just knocked 20 minutes off your time.
What?
Sentry, don't do that.
Earth, fire, and we don't have any of that though.
You are currently on.
You reached the building yet at all?
You are currently on 20 minutes. At this point, I would say you're just about the outskirts of it. Yes. It was about 12 minute walk from where you are.
Wait, 12-minute walk, and
So
we went from an hour
from the
to
gate.
20.
From the gate.
Because
all the way to the.
No, we were at 40 minutes and you knocked off 20 because you did that shit.
Yeah, no, I know, but that's what I mean. If it was a 10-minute walk, they'd be there.
So in-game time, 5 minutes had passed. You are at the outskirts of it. It's roughly about a 10-minute walk from the gate to where you are now. You were halfway. I did mention that earlier.
I'm going to try the original thing I was going to try.
Okay.
Which was you said there was dust, like their weapons turned into dust and it disintegrated.
Yes.
I'll take some of that and I'll scrounge up some dirt from the floor, mix that, put that in there, and since my claws are still on fire, I'll kind of light it. So that's earth, fire, and dust. And I'll go over to the bit of the runes, which says obviously earth, fire, and dust, and I guess pour this flaming earth and dust on it.
Okay. You go and do so. What are you doing? Over the 2 current remaining stones on the plinth?
Yeah.
So there's currently earth and dust on there. Fire is currently in Sentry's hand.
Oh, right. Okay, then I'll put some earth. Okay, instead of doing that, then I'll put some of the dirt and earth onto the earth stone and some of the dust onto the dust stone.
Okay. You do so, and it just flakes off.
No, nothing fucking happened. What is the point of the names then?
Targo is going to kneel down next to the dead body of the lady.
Yes.
And cast Speak with Dead.
Oh shit! Okay.
Cool.
How long does that take?
It's just one action. One action.
How long does it take to cast? Is it instantaneous? Is it?
Yeah.
Cool. So just describe to us what Targo's cast Speak with Dead sounds looks like.
But describe it fast.
As he kneels down next to the lady, and he touches her with both hands again, the blue gem glows.
Let's go.
The blue energy sparks from his hands onto her, and for a brief few minutes.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's
Yes. How many questions do you get? I
I
believe it's 5, is it?
You can ask the corpse up to 5 questions.
Okay, so as you see this figure just collapse and dead, you just see the head just kind of and snap, and the eyes open up straight towards you, and you just hear one long breath.
How do we stop this?
Okay, I'm going to pause it here because I'm going to go into the details of Speak with Dead. Speak with Dead, they don't have to tell the truth. You are aware of that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you know, I'm going to give you that as a DM.
Yeah.
Just because you speak with dead doesn't mean they're going to tell you everything. So, I want you to make a charisma check just for that.
Knock off the other 2 stones.
Yeah.
Okay. Your question was, how do we stop this? And all you hear is, why should I tell you?
Maybe ask her how she started it.
How did you start this? Tell us your great and wonderful powers.
I use my arcane ability to forge the stones and my power through this artifact. That's what you get.
Hmm.
Three left. Time's ticking. Trying to put pressure on you guys here. Trying to do it.
No shit. You couldn't get that pressure before, so you're like, fuck it, time limit.
I do shit, right?
What other questions could I ask?
I don't know.
Liara's being awfully quiet in the back. What is she doing?
Liara is just looking around and kind of like, at first she was going to follow Jackal, but then she turned around and is inspecting the snake and kind of very curious to what you're up to. She kind of hasn't engaged because no one's came up to her yet.
Liara, what do you make of these stones? You speak in Elven, and the book was written in Elven.
She makes her way up to you and she goes, "What stones are these? What? Show me."
And make it fast.
Okay, so she looks into into your hand and she notices Targo speaking with the dead, and she kind of passes that off and looks straight towards this and goes, oh dear, this has some sort of how do you call it, arcane spell release on if you get this wrong, this could release whatever dangers are within this. What have you got in your hand?
The firestone.
I can see that. And the other ones say yes, earth and dust. It seems you have possibly put these up in the wrong order.
We have to put them in an order?
Yes, I believe so. I don't know. This looks very intricate, but from what I know from my advanced knowledge, it seems like this is a riddle of sorts. She looks over and inspects.
I know. It's probably like the process of what happens. So it goes from earth, and then fire happens, and then the earth turns to dust.
But that was the order it was in. So what? Put it back in the What? But that's a good thought though. What? Instead, put dust, fire, earth.
Okay, we'll do it that way.
See what happens that way. Yeah.
Not anything in Oakland's book on.
No, we didn't find anything.
No, it just said what
we
they
just
were.
know what it says now.
Yeah.
That's how we worked it out.
Liara looks up as soon as you say that. She goes, "It doesn't look like you have much time. I should have interacted sooner.
We have to do that now, otherwise.
Anyway, ignoring what she's saying, putting them in that order, then putting it in. What do we think? Dust, fire, earth. The opposite order that it was in.
Sure.
So now, at the moment, it was going to ship in that order. Put it in that
But
order.
now it's going back to knife.
Okay, so you got to put the fire down.
Yeah, so
Right,
put it so that it goes. It was earth, fire, dust. Put it so that it's dust, fire, and then earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you put the fire down. As soon as you put the fire down, you see the arcane connection reconvene itself, and it goes back up. Then you place your hand on which one to take off first?
You
just have to
swap the earth and the dust to swap. Yeah.
You're going to but which one are you putting your hand on first?
Both.
At the same time?
Go like that.
And then are you removing them at the same time? And then swapping them over? Describe to me how you're doing it, because this makes a massive difference.
Like that.
I will put the earth over the fire to
Okay, so earth, you pick up the earth first, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you grab the earth, you pick it up in your hand, you wait and flinch a reaction to anything that's going to come. Nothing happens. Are you then continuing to dust, or are you changing your mind?
Yeah, so continue round to the dust then.
Okay,
yep.
You go to pick up, are you picking up dust?
Yep.
Okay.
What the fuck does this mean?
You pick up the dust, you've got the earth in your hand, you pick up the dust, and as you do, you feel the stone again go straight through into your palm. You take 16 points of necrotic damage as it goes straight into your chest area and literally knocks you. You have knocked another 5 minutes off the time.
Okay, so pop that one.
Wrong. What is the riddle? It's just 3 words.
Yeah, I know. What? Put that one back, and what? Instead, take the fire and then the dust. I'll be thinking, guys. Earth, fire, dust.
Yeah.
That's the order we reckon it sort of goes in.
I know. There's nothing. No riddle.
I don't fucking know. This just makes no sense.
Work out here. Yep. So dust back then. Fire first. Take that one out.
Okay, so you put the dust back. Goes back into this cognetic form. You go and grab fire. You picking fire up?
Yep.
Okay, you pick fire up. You put it in your hand, waiting for the reaction. Nothing happens. You've just got dust. Okay, you go and grab the last one. Dust. Grab it. And as you do, you pull back, and this static electricity, this arcane force, shoots straight through the book. And in the book, it opens up, and you just see it levitate roughly about 5 feet above the pedestal. And as it does, you see the colours start flashing in different colours, purples, blues, and you see the maelstrom just, and you think for a moment that this thing is going to come to its ultimatum, its final form. But as you do, you feel it, and the book just falls with no colour and just literally sits there and stationary with no arcane force. You see the maelstrom come down, and you suddenly, everyone's ears suddenly pop, and you can hear the wind, the shale, the rain, everything that comes through your ears and your sensories come back as the smoke has dissipated.
I turn to the corpse that I'm still talking to and just say, "You're as useless in death as you were in life." I end the communication.
No. I was going to say maybe don't end the communication because because you could ask her where she might have got it from, but hey, it's too late. No, it's all good.
Congratulations, guys. Well done. At this point, I would say, now, interestingly enough, you do see Ghost and Jackal, I believe, you're out towards the house where Kane is.
Yeah.
At this point, when you start to reach the broken door and you go towards where, obviously, you left Kane, you do see, just from the top of this dome, you do see the smoke just start fizzling down. And you feel the wind and the snow and the blizzard just come straight through into your sensories organs, essentially, your ears, your eyes, your nose. And you literally just feel the breath, and you just take a long, deep breath of just this clean air. And you just think to yourself, they did it.
What was that all about?
I don't fucking care anymore.
Oh,
That didn't make any sense to me.
You're not there.
Sorry.
Yeah, Ollie, you're still in the temple.
Oh, right.
It's just Jackal and Ghost.
I love it, though. I love it.
I'm sorry.
I don't know anymore.
Well, guys, you had
He
2
probably
minutes.
would shout, to be fair.
2 minutes. 2 minutes and
minutes.
4 seconds left.
I have no idea. This whole place goes well beyond my knowledge.
Are you okay?
After what I've been through the past few days, no. But that doesn't matter right now. What about you? I mean, how did you even end up coming here? Are you okay?
To be honest with you, I'm very confused. I don't know where I am. No. I just appeared here and I'm just confused more than anything. But I like a good fight, and you guys look like you needed help. So, and you said you'd take me to a city, so that's a good trade. Good trade. Just I'll be okay for now. Your friend Sentry told me where we roughly are, but I don't know where I am.
I think ever since the snowstorm hit the city, none of us know where we are.
Snowstorm? It's not always like this?
I mean, from what I heard, it never used to be. I ended up coming here with a very close friend of mine, and we were up here on clan business until we found out that, just like you, this apparently is not how the 10 towns once used to be. It was a nice, thriving... Yeah, it's the name that the locals have collectively called the cities that reside within.
Your metal friend, did mention it was 10 towns. I only appeared here yesterday, so it is all fairly new to me.
Yeah. I'd like to say welcome, but hopefully you don't have to stay here long. It's not a nice place to be. We appreciate your help, and we'll keep to our end of the promise.
Thank you. I just need to find someone who may have answers for me. I just need answers, that's all. She's getting a bit frustrated with herself, like constantly shaking her head, trying to shake off the confusion, but you could probably visibly see it. She is very disorientated. Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's noted. Jackal won't say anything back to the last comments. He'll just continue to either head to the house or wherever we are in the point of the journey. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You are, like I said, you're coming towards the broken door now. You're pretty much stopped and have this conversation until you want to enter. Unless you entered already. It's up to you.
As I'm gonna touch the door hand and go, is this person dangerous at all? Just so I know.
Jackal gives quite a long pause, and if you were really sort of paying attention to him, you could probably see change in his eyes from almost what was confusion to anger, to then back to focus. Don't let your eyes off of him.
I just give a stern nod and I'll walk him.
Okay. Yeah, you crank open the door, it kind of creaks and breaks in places, but you still see the burritoed body of Kane still in the corner.
A burritoed body.
Burrito. I'll walk over and check for a pulse.
Okay. At what point you can see, as you walk up to this figure, you can see that the end of the nose is completely black. And you do see it start to appear on the side of their ears past their blonde hair. And you do give a close look. Give a quick medicine check for me.
14.
With 14, you do place your fingers on the pulse area on the bottom of the neck, just as it's poking out of this rug as you've wrapped him up. And you place it down and you wait a second and you look towards Jackal and you think, oh no. And then you just hear it very slow.
He's on death doors by the sounds of it. Are you wanting him alive? I'll give a stern look at Jackal.
Jackal snaps and says, I want him dead, but he may still have use yet.
Let me see if... I don't know if this is a good idea, but I can... make sure he doesn't die so easily. Do a little bit of healing, but I can either do it to the point... I don't know if he'll wake up, basically. But he doesn't sound okay. His heart is very slow.
He's dangerous and volatile for just us two to deal with. I can put him on Athena and we'll just have to quickly run back. I don't want to give him any sort of a boost whilst we don't have the others around to assist. And Jackal's eyes were sort of looked down, and paused for a second. He's already killed one of us. I can't let it happen again.
My deepest apologies.
Don't. Let's focus on this. Let's get him back. Help me strap him onto Athena, and we'll get back to the others as quickly as we can.
She'll nod, she'll pick him up, and then gently put him on Athena. And, yeah, we'll run with Athena back.
With that medicine check, I will give you this. Just in D&D terms, you realise that he is on step 5 points of exhaustion, if it were a normal character.
Right.
You do realise that step 6 is death. You can heal him, but that normally doesn't make a difference to exhaustion point.
Is there a spell that can get rid of exhaustion? Out of curiosity?
I'll check. So it's not necessarily hit points you're looking at. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's a tapping on keyboard.
It's only greater restoration.
Yeah, that's right. Greater restoration.
Greater. Okay, I can't help them.
It's a big boy thing. Yeah.
Now that I think about it, it's probably not a good idea to move him. He's got a lot of frostbite. You take him outside, he'll most probably perish immediately. He's on death's doors. Not sure if he'll make it if we take him out, because since the black stuff has disappeared, it is a lot colder outside. So even if I give him a boost to wake him up, he'll be weak. He wouldn't be able to do anything. He's too cold. I'm not sure if you have anything to instantly get rid of it or help with the disease.
God fucking damn it, this guy doesn't make my life easy.
Let me... You stay out of sight, because he may react if he sees you. He doesn't know who I am. I'll give him a boost, see if he wakes. He might be able to help himself, maybe. If things turn for the worse. I don't care if he hurts me. I haven't got the slightest shit. Worst case, you show your face. But you don't want him to instantly react, so maybe you can hide behind the wall or behind the door or something for now. But he needs something. Otherwise he will go. Unfortunately.
I wouldn't call it unfortunately. I don't like this not one bit. I don't really know what to do. There's not really a good option here.
I know you don't trust me and I know you don't know me, but it gives you more of a reason to not give a shit if I perish.
It's not you, and you've helped us in the fight, so you've already done more than I could have asked of you, so by that means you have obtained my trust. It's him.
Let me try. If I need you, I'll call you in. But he may not react. I may say you are dying, you need to help yourself. And if he gets aggressive, I knock him out. Easy peasy. And she'll give like a little smirk to try and cheer him up in a way, but she's not very good at that, so...
Yeah, you still see Jackal giving you a very, very stern look.
Yeah, that's fine.
It took, I believe, 7 of us to take him down before. That's my worry.
If he's got frostbite, it may be a different scenario. Because he did look this bad when we left him before.
Not really a risk I want to take.
Let me give it a try. I won't pump much into him. I'm not wasting it.
If that's happening, I'm staying. I can't afford for this guy to do as much damage as he did last time. And my sword is staying to his throat.
It's fine. She'll sit him up, faces him towards me.
Okay, he's quite burritoed anyway, so...
It's fine. I'll just, like, you know, burrito, I'll...
Yeah. He's like
bend the burrito and sit him up.
Yeah, that.
He's a little bit like, woo, penciled. Yeah.
You see his head flopping around, yeah.
I assume Jack will be to the side with, like, a blade out sort of situation. And she'll sit and, kneel in front of him, so her eyes meet. So it's the first thing he'll see. And she'll pump 10 hit points into him.
Just as she's doing that as well, the second I see him tearing through the burrito, I will attack with my sword. It's basically readying my action. So if I see him tear through his restraints, start to rip free,
he's burritoed up with like a layer of rug, yeah. I think, at the moment.
You never know.
Yeah. So just in case he somehow manages to burst it open,
just give me the text of healing. Lay on hands, sorry. In terms of like removes curses, diseases, and what else?
It's an ability of mine. Let me get her up.
I should know this.
You have a pool of healing power that can restore up to 40 hit points. As an action, you can touch a creature to restore a number of hit points.
Yeah.
Or 5 HP to either cure a disease or neutralize a poisoning effect affecting the creature.
Okay.
I don't know if it counts as a disease.
No.
But I will try and awaken Mr. Snotty Nose here.
Okay. So, what you do is you place your hands on his cheeks, I'm guessing, or some sort of flesh you can see.
Yeah.
And as you do, you pump in the lay on hands. Just describe how it looks, because it's the first time you're doing this.
So it's a much more gentle approach. She'll gently lift his head up towards hers, and she'll close her eyes. And Jackal, I say that you'd see it because you're pretty darn close, but she has just where her wrist is, where it's a bit more exposed, she has somewhat tattoos on her skin. And just on the top, it starts to glow like a nice bright gold sort of colour, starts to shimmer radiant energy as just like a warm glow comes to his face.
Okay, and as you do, the energy goes through his face, and you do see it through his form, and his eyes start kind of like, you see it kind of go through his eyes, and he kind of like, you wait a moment, and it just flitters open his eyes, and immediately sees you, and starts like going and like kind of like wriggling around just a little bit, and just kind of fading in and out of consciousness.
Shh.
As you do that, as you do that, you see him go, who are you?
My name is Ghost. You are fairly injured, and you have serious frostbite.
You just see his lips moving, and there's nothing coming out. It's just kind of like trying to make words, and you do hear some words. And as you do see kind of like him look towards you and then look behind you, and you see him just whisper nonsense. And as you do, you see his form come out of the burrito essentially, and just drop 10 feet away from you, and kind of like come out of this state, and kind of like tries to get up and looks towards you and looks towards Jackal. Are you standing by the door?
I was literally stood right next to him.
Looks towards you, because all he could see was that you just see literally an ethereal kind of mist just come over him, comes over, drops on the floor, looks towards you, and
I wouldn't move. You are terribly injured, and I'm sure my companion here won't let you leave, but I am happy to help you. So I have awakened you to let you know that you have a serious frostbite now.
And literally you see them really struggling to do anything, and they just look towards you, look towards Jackal, and you just see him scowl. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh.
Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is our last episode for 20, I don't know, maybe. It could be, I don't know.
Maybe
when you watch it.
It'll be the last aired episode.
Yes.
Last aired episode.
But if you don't see it since then, have a great Christmas. If you don't, then hope you see you soon. But obviously, Merry Christmas, everyone, because it's Christmas time, so I hope you enjoyed it so far. If you do, like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't, then you suck. And Santa is bringing you coal and nothing but shame. Ding ding, shame. Ding ding, shame. So, it's goodbye for me for now, but goodbye from the cast. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
I will see you again next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.